Gurave Namah. Press OK.
Yes.
Okay. So, shall we start with some questions or shall we start the
Lila Kirtan?
little Kirtan?
Yeah.
Govinda, you start.
What shall I start?
Shall I start?
Yes, start, please.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda
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 Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda Rajo
Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Rajo
Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo. Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo. Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Radhe Radhe Govinda
Ladli Lal Ki.
Jai.
Okay. This is how Kirtan should be done. You know, Kirtan should be done by invoking our deities and doing Artha Bhavana, their Artha Bhavana. Generally, how they teach us doing Kirtana is that it's like an entertainment mode. You know, that kind of a mode. Very, very peacefully, very slowly, you should see Jugal Sarkar in front of you and then start doing Artha Bhavana of each word that you are chanting. This will come at a very later stage. First of all, what we have to understand what exactly is spirituality, what exactly is sadhana. This is what I am trying, indicating is this coming from the sutra, Tad Japas Tad Artha Bhavana. Whenever you utter the name, you should do Artha Bhavana, the meaning of that name. And in the meaning is contained emotion. Meaning and emotion are two sides of the same coin. So when you do Artha Bhavana of the name with the head, like have you seen in India? I don't know, in the West it is there. There is sugar cane. They through a machine they get the sugar cane. They make sugar cane juice. They put that sugar cane and then they rotate this wheel and then comes out. So the juice is contained in the sugar cane, but we have to extract that juice and then drink it. Similarly, in name, ras is contained, prema is contained. God exists in nama, nami exists, right? And along with the nami, all his shaktis, nam, namakari, nija, sarva shakti, means essentially his prema also exists there. So when we are chanting, what we are doing is that people are talking about experiences. Even after 30 years of practicing, they lose faith. They sometimes chant, sometimes they give up material comforts, and then again they go for the material craving and all. This does not happen in bhakti. Right from the beginning, if you are doing Artha Bhavana, which means if you are trying to, if you are extracting the love which is contained in the name, right from the beginning, what is happening with your buddhi, intelligence, you are extracting the meaning which is called as Artha Bhavana, as taught by the Guru, a Rasik Guru. A Guru should always be a Rasik Guru, which means that he should be a relisher of the name first. Any person who's in the institute for some time and then learns some shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, memorizes them, and then give you Diksha, it's not going to work like that. He should be a Rasik, in the sense that Rasik means a relisher of Ras. He should know how to extract the love from the name and then relish it. And that is one through, when you get connected to him, from his channel it flows through you. The reason that people stay in spirituality for so long, but still their lives are dry and they're still confused, they're still asking questions. Years together, it pass, but they still have doubts about what is spirituality. Why am I not moving ahead and all this? And none of these things happen when you have, in spirituality, you know, in our prema bhakti, the beginning is faith. Adav Shraddha, you put faith. You have not experienced anything, but you put faith. And the end of it is that you get faith because of the experience. So the faith and prema are two sides of the same coin. So you have so much faith that you don't have any more doubts to ask anybody, right? But I observe that people, after they spend so many years, they still have questions about what is spirituality, what is japa, how to get the experience and all these things, right? So that is why I have, realizing all these things, taking Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, Ujjwal Nilamani, and the Satsandarbha and other Shastras, I have designed this Rasopasana. Rasopasana is the cultivation of mamatva through kirtan, by taking the names of the Lord. So what happens is that through your intelligence, you are extracting the meaning. And then that meaning, from it goes into your heart and it automatically gets converted into prema. Which means that if you are doing proper sadhana, right, and learned how to do Artha Bhavana from your Guru, then right from the beginning, that you close your eyes, right from the beginning, you are doing, extracting the meaning, and then that is converted into prema. And its nature is, as you might have heard from Narada Bhakti Sudha, Gunarahitam, Kamana Rahitam, Avichinnam, and Tairadharavad Avichinnam, Pratikshana Pravardhamanam. It means that it is Gunarahitam. Right from the moment you start your sadhana, you become free from gunas. It's not that at one time you're in a sattvic state, at one time again you're going for the material things, material enjoyment, you know, like sense gratification. And sometimes you are very tamasic, you are confused whether I'm in the correct path or not. Suddenly you leave. It doesn't happen like this. Wavering does not happen in bhakti. It happens in the material world. In the material world, either sattva, rajas, or tamas are predominating each other. But in the case of bhakti, if you are properly connected and if you have learned properly sadhana, right from the beginning, you are cultivating mamatva through Artha Bhavana. And then once you taste it, you develop a ruchi for it. Anything, you know, for you come to India, some new dish is given to you, let's say rasgulla, and you have never tasted it before. But once you put it on your tongue and taste it, automatically, if you like it, you develop a ruchi for it. And you crave more and more for it. Every time you come to India, you want to have rasgulla. Something, I'm just giving you an example. So once you taste it, you should develop ruchi for it. And then ruchi becomes the propelling force for you to move ahead in bhakti. Which means that once you taste the name through Artha Bhavana, there is no looking back. Guna Rahitam. It will be free from gunas, in the sense that you will not be wavering in bhakti. kamana rahitam. You will not have any other desire, any desire other than the relish of the name. Right? And pradikshana pravardhamanam. Tailadharavad avichinna means that, when you pour an oil, you might have heard this concept, Tailadharavad avichinnam. When you pour the oil, actually drops are falling. But the flow is so smooth that you don't see any the
Breaking.
drops. It's a continuous flow. So in bhakti also it happens like that. Once you start, like you launch a rocket from a base, and once you ignite it, it will go and stop in Mars, wherever it is the destination, or moon. So in bhakti also it happens like that. Once it is ignited, it will only stop after getting your Sarup Shakti or a Siddha Deha. It will not stop in between. Avichinam. It means that there is one drop. You're not seeing it like that. It's a continuous flow like that. And pradikshana pravardhamanam. Pradikshana pravardhamanam means every second it is increasing. When you taste it, you crave for more. And when you don't get it, you develop intense viraha, burning fire within you. And that makes you to cling on to it. And then it moves on like this. So there is no way, again, which you see in various institutions, that they're fired up at the beginning and then start falling down like leaves. Sometimes they are in the mood, sometimes they are not in the mood. Sometimes they're relishing name, again they go back to relishing material. It doesn't happen like that in bhakti. If you have got a proper guru, and if you have got proper teaching and proper sadhana, if your guru takes interest in you and then teaches you how to do this artha bhavana. So this is an answer to, I don't know, I could not get his name. Please give me your Indian name. Your Slovenian name, I cannot pronounce it. Somebody asked this question about experiences.
Franjo.
Do you have a Diksha name?
No Diksha name, but I have spiritual name.
Okay, so what is spiritual name?
Mauna Vrata.
Mauna Vrata.
Yes.
Very good, beautiful. So I will remember that, because Slovenian name, it's difficult for me to remember. English I can remember. John, Peter, Bruce, like that. So this is very difficult. So this is a brief answer to continue with where we have started our discussion. That if you are in bhakti, mark these words. If you are in bhakti and if you have a proper channel, and if you are proper laulyam means this is the basis. Laulyam means lipsa, labdumicha, a desire to attain. I want to attain the love of Lord. If you have that desire, and if you have a proper Rasik Guru, and if you have a proper method, and he teaches you how to do seva and sadhana, right? Then once it is ignited, once the bhakti lata bij is planted, there is no looking back. You're only moving ahead. Right from the very start, you start feeling the Ashtasattvika vikaras. Ashtasattvika vikaras, the symptoms, your body start vibrating, and all those things, no? Ashtasattvika vikaras. So it starts like, it happens like that.
Can you say it? What is it?
Yeah, Ashtasattvika means in your body there are various manifestations, because your hair standing on end, you get tears in your eyes, your body is burning, your voice gets choked, all these things. We will learn. This is a very advanced stage. First of all, I'm just giving you an indication, but we have to first learn the basics. What exactly is spirituality? What exactly is sadhana? And what is the temperament with which we should have when we come to spirituality? And what is surrender? And what is the place of surrender? When will you surrender? Why surrendering is necessary? All these things, you have to understand them very clearly, instead of just saying, going to a guru, shaving your head, taking a bead bag and doing panchasanskaras, and they said, I surrendered to my guru. That is not surrender. So, Govinda, where shall we start?
We should first make it clear what is spirituality and why spirituality.
Why spirituality? This is the first question. This we have to be very clear so that we make in a firm resolution, Nishchaya, Adav Shraddha. How many of you know what is the meaning of Shraddha? How many of you are you in Gaudiya Vaishnavism? All of you. Right? What is Adav Shraddha? When Srila Rupa Goswami Pad says Adav Shraddha means what is Adav Shraddha? Can you make that statement? What Gauranga Mahaprabhu has said about it?
Faith at the beginning.
Shraddha Shabd ka hai Vishwasa Sudrida Nishchaya.
Very good. So you have to learn it like this properly in a Shastric way. Shankaracharya said, Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu Sudrudo Vishwasa Shraddha. Shraddha means when you listen to it, when you approach your Guru, right? And he's giving you philosophy. He's telling you the distinction between body and Atma, what is Paramatma and all these things. So when he explains to you all these things clearly, then even though you do not have experience of Atma, Paramatma, Prema, Bhakti, Ras, and all those things, but when he is explaining so logically, Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu, your Guru is propounding all these vastus, they are called vastus, all these entities, Atma, Paramatma, Prema, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana, and all these things are, they are explaining certain concepts with yuktis. Yukti means logic. And when it's so flawless, then what happens is that you develop faith in the Vedanta Vakyas also, which he is quoting so beautifully, and in Guru also. This is one definition of having, after hearing, having faith based on the logical explanation of the concepts. But Gauranga Mahaprabhu gave even a better definition. Shraddha Shabde kahe Vishwasa Sudruda Nishchaya. Means not only having faith, the consequence of the faith, that once you have faith in the way Guruji is propounding things, a Rasik Guru is propounding things. I will deliberately use the word a Rasik Guru in order to indicate that a person who has not only studied Shastra from his Guru, Shrotriya Brahmanista, Atma va are drashtavyah, Tadvijnanartham Saguruma abhigachet, Shrotriyam Brahmanista. He is not only heard, but he is also Brahmanista. Means he is also relishing. He is not talking about rasa, but he is also relishing rasa. When he takes the name, you can see that he is relishing rasa. He is cultivating that through Artha Bhavana. Right? So, Shraddha Shabde kahe Vishwasa, not only having faith, but also making a firm decision that from now onwards, I will give up my material path, material thinking, material identity and everything. And from now onwards, I will take the spiritual identity of Atma, Dasa and Parikara. I'm not the body, I am Atma. I'm not an engineer or a doctor, I am a Dasa of this Guru. Right? And I am a Parikara of Sri Krishna in the spiritual world. So my ultimate aim is to attain Prema. Prayojana is to attain Prema. And only that I want. And Prema is embodied in a, it's not an abstract entity, it is embodied in a Parikara Deha. Right? So that I will attain that. And to attain that, the Guru teaches you what is the sadhana. To experience Atmatma, Dasatva and Parikaratva. So, yeah.
I just want to tell them, whenever there is some concept not clear, they can stop and we can ask. Otherwise, just maybe not clear understanding, then we go through.
Yes. Because my way of teaching is absolutely different from what you have heard. So, if you get any doubts, you can stop me. But the point I'm discussing at this particular time is that you have to know what is spirituality, why you should come to spirituality thoroughly here, so that you make that nishchaya. If you hear all these things, but if you don't make any nishchaya, there is no question of after taking diksha, can I do this? Can I have that? Can I do this? You know, can I marry? These things are all should not come. They're all laukika questions. The only thing that you are required to do in this
Just moment. Laukika and
paramarthika.
Paramartika. Laukika je stvari iz tega sveta, ne? Se pravi, materialne stvari. Loka of this world. And Paramartha is another world. And nišče pomeni tvrda odločitev. I want this. I want to finish with this and I want this. This is niščeja. Firm, determined decision.
From now onwards, my material identity, material life closes. And now I'm entering into the realm. I want to enter into the realm of spirituality and attain prema. Prema is my only goal. I don't see anything else in front of my eye. That Nisaya should make to move. Then only Guru can do something to you. He can give you the Bodha of Tattva Jnana. He can give you sadhana.
What is Bodha? Can you explain, please? That people
Bodha means you are listening a lot of concepts from your Guru when he's explaining Atma, Paramatma, Prema and all these things. You understand them intellectually here, but they don't sink it in your heart. If they sink into your heart and you get the realized meaning of that, immediately you will be able to put in practice. If you know so much of philosophy, but sadhana is not happening, which means that in the first place, Bodha has not happened. You heard them, but it has not gone and sunken into your heart. And that is given only by the Guru. And all sadhana that you want to do, this 16 chanting, 16 rounds of chanting and whatever reading Bhagavata that you do, this sadhana will happen only by the mercy of the Guru. This body can never do sadhana, right? So that is why this accepting a Guru and taking his shelter, all these things are necessary. So firstly, we will try to understand why we go into spirituality. You know that, but I will, hoping that in future we will have discussion, I will start with here, this concept, even though you know many of the things there. Athato Brahma Jignasa. Ataha Brahma Jignasa. Brahma Jignasa means inquiring into the nature of who am I, who is Bhagavan, what is my connection with him, what is Prayojana and all these things is Brahma Jignasa. Ataha means therefore. Atha means now. Therefore means what is the meaning of therefore?
Now when I got human form of life.
Yeah, this is one meaning. There are many meanings. Many acharyas give many meanings. Let us try to understand in a modern and experiential way, right? Not in a very traditional or shastric way. So, all of us, the first thing that we have to understand that all of us are, in whatever things which we are doing, we are seeking two things. Why are we trying to connect with each other? Why are we trying to make friends and families, children, and all those things? In order to experience love. Because this is our nature. This is the nature of the consciousness. And whatever we are doing, whether we are getting educated, studying music, or going abroad, or getting jobs, and all these things we are doing so that we can experience happiness. So these are the two basic things that everybody is craving in every activity. Ananda and Prema. Right? So now, we are craving this because that is our nature. We are Atma and we are Amshas of Paramatma. You know all this basic philosophy. And Paramatma's nature is described in Veda as Anando Brahmeti Vijanat Ananda Cheva Khalvimani Bhutani Jayante. Anandena Jatani Jivanti Anandam Prayanta Visham Vishanti. He is Ananda. It is from Ananda that everything is manifesting. First statement in Taittiriya Upanishad. And next statement is that Raso Vaisaha Rasakvam Hi Evayam Labdhva Nandi Bhavati. The absolute is Rasa. Right? And I will explain you what is the meaning of Rasa. And only when you attain rasa, you become an anandi. It's not saying that you will attain happiness. Like we relish something, we get happiness. We see our dear ones, we get happiness. No, it's not saying that you will get happiness. It is saying you will become anandi. You will become a possessor of ananda. Means you will naturally have ananda. You're always in bliss. Nowhere you feel happiness or bored or craving for some happiness from the external things. It's not happening like that. You're always in ananda. When, if you attain rasa. Now let's try to understand what is rasa. Can anybody explain what? Govinda, you don't answer. You answer last. I want to hear from all these Gaudiya Vaishnavas first.
Relationship, exchange.
No.
No?
This is how it is taught in the institutions, but that's not the way.
Sort of passion
Huh?
toward the object. Passion toward the object.
No.
No?
No, these are all superficial meanings which somebody who doesn't know ABCD of Shastra will teach you like this. Right? Govinda, you want to try? Tell.
What is rasa?
If you can expand, if you can give the Vyutpatti, they will be enlightened. Give the Vyutpatti first. Rasyate.
Rasyate asvadayati iti rasa. Rasyate
Rasayati asvadayati.
asvadayati iti rasa.
You know it, but you are not able to pronounce it because Sanskrit is not your language. So say it like this. Rasyate asvadyate iti rasaha. Rasayati asvadayati iti rasaha. This is how you should understand the concept. If you don't understand it like this, how will you ever experience it? You don't even know what is the meaning of it. For example, if you don't know this is what is bed, and somebody tells you go and lie down on the bed, you don't know what is bed. So how will you go and lie down on the bed? So if you don't know what is the meaning of rasa, how will you relish? So if you 10,000 lifetime also you will not move 1 inch in the field of rasa if you don't know the meaning. Because it is the word that takes you to the experience. Shabda Brahmani Nisnato Parabrahmani Adhigachati. By getting into the aeroplane called Shabda, you will reach Parabrahma. It is the vehicle that takes you there. All right? So rasa means the relish of prema. To put simply, I will not go into the Sanskrit and all those things. I was just testing whether he is learning properly or not, Govinda, or doing chintana properly or not. Rasa means rasyate, as means aswadana. Aswadana means relish. It is the relish of prema, love. So who is God? He is Ananda. Means he is always experiencing bliss. But what is the kind of bliss that he is experiencing? Is it the kind of bliss he is experiencing from the sense objects, the way we are experiencing? What is the kind of rush that we are experiencing? The rush, the relish that we are experiencing, happiness is coming out from the sense pleasure or out of our attachment for our dear ones, which we call love in the material world. I love my wife, I love my children, but actually that is not the word to be used in the material world. The material body, the material mind can never have love. It's not its nature. Love is the nature of consciousness. Love is not the nature of material mind, which is matter. The nature of matter is I have my body, I have 5 senses, and there are 5 sense objects in the material world. Through my 5 senses, I try to release the 5 sense objects. That is called as kama. Kama is the first quality that we get the moment we identify ourselves with the body. Means the tendency, the vritti to relish the 5 sense objects in the material world through my 5 senses. And when I relish it, I get, if it is favorable to my taste, I will get happiness. If it is not favorable to my happiness, I will get dukkha. Anukula vedaniyam sukham, pratikula vedaniyam dukkham. Simple. So there is no love in the body. There is no love in the mind. Love is the nature of Atma. Right? So Paramatma, Bhagavan, is a Ananda personified. And what kind of Ananda he is experiencing? He doesn't have a material body. So because he doesn't have a material body, he doesn't have material senses. Because he doesn't have material senses, he will not relish material sense objects. Then what is the kind of Ananda that he is experiencing? So you should understand it like this. That his nature is, his Swarupa Shakti is prema, divine love, and he, for others, for his devotees, for his parikaras in his dhama, and he is relishing his own prema for them. And this prema, technically, in Srila Rupa Goswami's language, is called as mamatva, mindness. He has a feeling of mindness for his devotees. Yashoda Maya is my mother. Gwal Bal is my friend. Gopi is my beloved. Kishoriji is my beloved. Conjugal partner. So he has this mamatva for each one of them, and he relishes that mamatva, and the relish of that mamatva is called as ras. How many of you are clear this definition? Can you see what all definition you give? Passion, relation, all that thing. Rasa is basically a relish. Relish of what? You get happiness, bliss only when you relish something. Either you relish sense objects in the material world, or your friendship with somebody here, or as Atma, or as conscious being, you relish the love that you have within yourself for the others. You don't relish anything external.
Relish po meni iskati. Ali
Relish,
Okušati.
ukušati.
Ani ti ješ dobro.
Ja.
Relish is, for example, you have rasgulla, take a spoon.
Yeah.
This is relish. But you're doing an external object. But here, in the spiritual realm, you have prema for somebody, mamatva for somebody, and you relish that. It is called as a rasa. Clear? All of you are clear with this meaning of rasa?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now what is happening is that because we are amshas of Sri Krishna as Atma, whatever nature he has, we also have the same nature. Just as the sun has heat and light, it has heat and light. And the sun ray, which is a part of the sun, also has heat and light. Right? So Sri Krishna is Vibhu Chaitanya, means unlimited consciousness. I am Anu Chaitanya, an atomic particle of that same Chaitanya consciousness. So whatever qualities he has, I also have the same qualities. Govinda, why it has become suddenly dark? Everybody's faces are blurring.
Yeah, because we now it's becoming dark here. You know?
Night is coming. Evening.
Ah,
I'm not able to see anybody's faces.
Let there be light.
let there be light.
Yeah, let there be light. Because I'm trying to throw light on concepts. So I have to see the expressions to understand whether you are understanding or not. Right? So now, the first question is, what is happiness? What is rasa? You understood. Now we have to ask the question, why are we seeking happiness and bliss in the material world? Happiness and love in this material world. Because the answer is very simple. Because we are Anu Chaitanya of the Vibhu Chaitanya. We are parts and parcels of the Supreme Consciousness, whose nature is Prema and Ananda. We also have that nature and we are also seeking that. But the difference is, when we stay in Atma, we don't seek for them. We relish it naturally. We have Prema for Krishna in the Atma. But in the material world, we don't have Prema, because Prema cannot stay in anything material, matter. Only Kam can stay. From Kam, Krodh will come. When the Kam is not fulfilled, Govinda, can you say this sequence?
Jayato Vishayam Pumsam.
No, not that. All these
the
Six
loba.
qualities. What is the logic? Let them understand what is the logic between all these six qualities.
So
The first thing is karma. I already explained how you get karma. I identify myself with the body. My body has five senses. The matter has five sense objects. Through my five senses, my mind develops a tendency to release the five sense objects. That is called as karma. How does the other things come? Krodha, how does krodha come?
So when my desire is fulfilled, I develop what they call loba.
Lobha.
When my desire is fulfilled, there is not there is a not stopping there, but
Greed for more.
You want more. It's called as lobha. And if your desire, when will you develop krodha?
And when my desire is not satisfied, then I develop krodha.
Very good. So from karma comes krodha, and when it's not fulfilled, when it is fulfilled, you get lobha, right? And in order to fulfill your karma, you start accumulating things, right? And when you develop accumulating things for your sense pleasure, like you have a car, you marry somebody, you have children, you get money, you have your bank balance, you have your house. When you accumulate, no, before they came to you, the car came to you, when it was in the shop, if some bomb fell on it, you did not bother about it. But once you get it, even if somebody touches it, scratch, you will feel bad because you develop attachment for it. Moha. Once you possess material things for your sense pleasure, you develop attachment for they are mine. So your happiness and unhappiness depends upon that object also, which is of no connection to you actually in reality for the Atma. That's called moha. And the more you collect material objects, what you develop? Govinda?
Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, moha.
Mada.
Mada.
Mada means you develop a pride, ego. I am something. I am very rich. I have so many possessions. I have a beautiful car, beautiful wife, children, well educated. You develop this kind of ego. And when you see somebody else having more than what you have, you develop matsarya.
Anyways.
Matsarya means envy. So these are the six qualities, only these six qualities mind can have. So all of you understood this logic, no? What is kama, and from kama, how all these things are produced. So only these six things you can have. You cannot have any prema. So let us say if you're getting angry with somebody, you're feeling envy for somebody, you're feeling sad, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling bored, it means that you are situated in the bodily platform, your spirituality has not started. Why I am explaining all these things is this is the way to test yourself, whether you have a proper guru or not, whether you know the Shastra or not, whether you are situated in bhakti or not. If you are in the path of bhakti, right from second one, tachana, sajja hrijja varujjate. Right from that second, prema is ignited and you will be releasing that prema and it will keep on increasing. It will not, it's not that sometimes I love it, now I don't want to chant. Now it's not going to happen like that. But one second, and if you are in body, if you have these six qualities coming out of you, either you want to eat something, either you want to have sex, or you want to, accumulate something, all these things are coming to you, then it means that you are still situated in the body. Okay. Ask your question.
So if prema is released, how do I know that this is the true prema, that is not my mind making a story about it?
I told you, no, it has certain, everything in Shastra, every word that is used, it has its guna, vyutpatti for all those things, right? You will not have any prema, preem tarpane. Prema means preem tarpane. Tasmai rochamana pravritti. Govinda. Tell.
Uddeshaye,
Tasmin
Yes.
Uddeshaya.
Udeshaye Rochamana Praviti means that there is a tendency in me to give pleasure to the object of my love.
Yeah.
Kama means I'm searching pleasure from others. This is a difference. But
So now,
Preeti-
now
Preeti-
when will you have this desire to please your Guru or Krishna?
when I have mamatva,
Yes,
when
Mama. Right?
mamatva feeling
One
of
more word, one more word. Tasmai Rochamana Pravritti. When you have
when
Ruchi.
I have ruchi,
what
when I
Ruchi?
have when I have ruchi, which my guru has, guru has
Exactly.
ruchi to give pleasure to Sri Krishna.
Very good. So
I have
prema is the tendency to seek pleasure in the pleasure of your beloved. This is prema, right? And then when will you have that? If you make his ruchi as my ruchi, what do you mean by giving pleasure to? For example, what does it mean by giving pleasure to your son or your girlfriend or somebody? To give, if she has some taste, when you fulfill that taste, right, she will get pleasure. This is the meaning of giving pleasure. Pleasure means getting happiness from consuming the object for which you have taste. Anything you have taste, you release that, you become happy. So how will you please your Guru? By giving pleasure, by giving the fulfillment of his ruchi. Right? So how can you give fulfillment of his ruchi? Because I can have fulfillment of my own ruchi. If I like rasgulla, I will eat it. If I want to listen to music, I will listen to it. But how can I give pleasure to somebody according to his ruchi? So that's why it says Tasmai Rochamana Pravit means make his ruchi as your ruchi. Give up your ruchi, make his ruchi as your ruchi. Right? Now, if you know these definitions well, you automatically understand whether it is a concocted prema or my prema. If you are still maintaining your ruchi, I like music, I like rasgulla, I like this kind of food, I like that. If you are saying like that, it means that it's not spiritual. You are seeking sense pleasure. You're still situated in the body. You are never going to get the prema. But if you have a tendency to, you have no desire for yourself. Your only desire is you have no ruchi. Your only taste is the taste of your Guru. And when you make Guru's taste as your taste or Krishna's taste as your taste, automatically what happens? You will seek happiness in his happiness. You will do seva for his fulfillment. So this is how you can judge yourself. And this is one criteria. If you know the definitions of all I don't think, because all this is a different kind of teaching based on all these Vipyatis I'm giving, I don't expect you to grasp all these things in toto in the very first lecture, right? But then I think you are getting some glimpse of it. You're getting some criteria to judge whether you are in bhakti or not. Simple. If I'm still maintaining my ruchi and acting according to my ruchi, I'm totally situated in the body and I'm nowhere near prema, nowhere near atma, nowhere near dasatva, nowhere near parikaratva. I have absolutely zero ruchi of myself. Whatever ruchis that I had from the beginning, they became absolutely zero. My only ruchi is to give pleasure to Krishna, Hari Guru, my Guru and Hari.
So what is their taste? What is their ruchi?
This is one. And the second thing is that I told you already, that is guna rahitam. Means that when you are situated in the platform of love, there is no more wavering. One sattva, next moment raja, next moment tama, becoming lazy, bored, or let me go and hang out somewhere. It's not happened. Every second you are situated in the same thing, cultivation and seeking of love. You're cultivating love, relishing it, cultivating love, relishing it. This is the only thing that is happening. Gunas don't touch you at all. Once Guru puts his hand on your head like this, Maya has no guts to come near you. Vilajjamanaya yasya sthatumi pathe amuya, Bhagavatam says. If you are connected to a Rasik Guru, then Maya will become shy like this and then run away. It will not even stand in front of you. So when Maya doesn't stand in front of you, where is the question of your mind wavering in three gunas? You grasp it, guna rahitam. Kamana rahitam means you don't have any desire for yourself. Your only desire is to please Hari Guru and try to make Hari Guru's ruchi as your ruchi. Avichinam, every second you are in the same thing, and every second it is growing, ever growing. This is the indication. For example, to give a bottom line to what you are asking. For example, now you feel that I'm chanting nicely, I'm getting some pleasure of it, I think I got. But after some time, if you're not relishing it, and after some time you're still going for the material things, and after some time it is not, you are not getting more and more engrossed in it. It means that what you experience is fake. Am I going too fast or is it all right?
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
Until now, we were always taught that we have to clean up our mind, that we will be able to receive and experience. How is with this? Because you said first, second, when one understands and can relish if he has all these conditions fulfilled, like proper guru, proper knowledge, proper path and everything. What about this, our mind, which has so many vasanas?
Yeah. Mind one second, I'll clarify something. We have three, Atma has three coverings. This is called as Sthula Deha, Panchabhotika, which is made of earth, water, air, fire, ether. I'm saying because he is using mind has so many vasanas, right? And there is a subtle body, Sukshma Deha, which has Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Prana, Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, 18 elements. Some say 18, 19, 18, keep it like that. It's the same thing. Whether you say 18 or 19 or 20, it's the same thing. Pancha Karmendriya, you have subtle elements, right? So the man has Vrindavan. Say it like this. Man has these anarthas such as Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Vasanas are not there in the mind. Out of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, it operates in the material world. And whatever activity it does out of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, not out of love, but out of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, whatever activities you do, they create impressions in you in the Karana Sharira. So vasanas are there in the Karana Sharira, not minds. So I'm trying to grasp things properly. There are unlimited vasanas in Karana Sharira. Why there are unlimited vasanas, tell me?
Because we have no beginning.
Very good. We are eternal. So when we say we are eternal, which means that we have taken this birth unlimited times and we have acted unlimited things, we have experienced unlimited things. So unlimited impressions are created in the Karana Sharira. In man, we have Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. These vrittis, Arishad Varga, they are called. Ari means enemies. Shad means six. Varga means group. A group of 6 enemies are there in the mind. Vasanas are in the Karana Sharira. And this physical body is the instrument with which we fulfill this Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And vasanas are the things which will force you to seek certain things, depending upon what impressions you have. Right? Now your question, Nabika, after understanding this, understand everything so clearly, every concept, Ras, what is mind, what is Karana Sharira. And then we come to you are saying that, to receive mercy, we have to cleanse our heart. As long as our heart is cleansed, right? We cannot receive mercy. We cannot do sadhana. Are you saying that?
Yeah, it's hard to start to get any mercy.
I'll tell you one
because we are so.
So logically, what you have to understand is that from where this malinya came. Malinya means dirt of all this kama, krodha, lobha, moha, machara. From where this, in order to understand, I had to clean. You know, you make a pot and you break it, the pot breaks. So antakarana ashuddhi means malinya means dirt. The dirt in your heart, how did it come? You tell me.
Samskaras, impressions.
How did, no, it's impressions, it's all right. But why did it come?
Because we are eternally in the material world,
Because
and we are how you say, identifying ourselves with the
body and
material
mind.
energy.
very good. Come to this point. When say it like this, always go to the basics. I identify myself with the body. When I identify myself with the body, immediately what happens is that my mind will start desiring 5 sense objects through my senses, which is called as kama. From there, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madam, acharya comes, and whatever activity I do in the process of fulfillment, all these vasanas are created. Right? So my heart become unclean because I identified myself with the body. So when will the antakarana shuddhi takes place automatically?
When I give up identifying with the body.
Well, simple.
But
For
this,
example, I ate mirchi. When I ate
Mirchi.
mirchi, immediately my tongue became very tikha. I ate rasgulla, it became sweet. So if I don't want that, what do you call that?
Chili.
That I give up chili. So in order to cleanse your heart, you have to reconstitute yourself as Atma and give up your identity as a.
But you must have realization.
No.
That,
by mercy, you can make this step. How we can make this step?
But this mercy is that you realize that this is like subtle and gross prakriti, actually.
yeah. So now I'll come to that. We will go by basics logically through yukti so that you grasp it nicely, right? Now, Sri Krishna is saying, how do I attain this? How do I practice this yoga? So Sri Krishna is saying, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate.
Arjuna said.
Krishna says, abhyasena tu kaunteya. Arjuna says, chanchalam vimana Krishna.
Arjuna says same thing as Vrindavan said.
In this position.
Yeah. So now you see, what is sadhana is that in order to become free from dukkha or become free from kama krodha, which is the cause of this dukkha, in order to attain prema, Krishna is teaching us the path of yoga. And what does it constitute the path of yoga? Removing mind from here and keeping it there. If you remove mind from here, your heart starts getting cleaned. And you put the mind there, you start cultivating mamatva, attaining the nature of Atma. Abhyasa means put it here. Vairagya means give up attachment for here.
Automatically.
Yes. But the problem is that this mind, through which instrument are you trying to remove mind from here and put? When you say remove mind from here and put your mind there, what is the instrument that you are using for removing mind? What is the instrument you are using for putting there? Mind.
Material instrument.
Material instrument, which is mind, which is a product of Prakriti.
Ignorance.
Because it is a product of Prakriti, the mind is a product of Prakriti, it will have a natural tendency to go there only. It is impossible for the mind to remove itself from Prakriti. Why? Because it is made of Prakriti. Just as, now why people are failing, you understand in Bhakti?
Yeah.
Just as Yashoda Maya or Gwalpal, they very naturally have love for Krishna. It is impossible for them to remove their mind from Krishna. There is a story in our Puranas, which saintly people talk about, Once Gopi was going to Yamuna, a new Gopi. She saw Krishna, and Krishna did all kinds of leelas, and she fell in love with him. When her mind is always going to Krishna, but she has a husband, and she has a doubting sister-in-law and doubting mother-in-law, and every day they are commenting on her, right? And so they are saying that you are like this thing, you're not following your duties properly. If she goes to Yamuna helplessly and saying like this, then Narada comes. Mataji, what are you doing? The Gopi says, I don't know what this black fellow did to me. Every second, even my sleep, when I'm sleeping with my husband, when I'm with my kids, when I'm cooking, when I'm taking water from them, every second I see him everywhere. I don't know how to remove him. So I'm struggling so hard to remove him. I mean, saints say this story to tell you that for them, it is impossible to remove their mind from Krishna, because the nature of Atma there is love, and Atma is a part of Paramatma, so it will naturally be drawn to Krishna. And Man, in the same way, is a product of Prakriti, it will naturally be drawn to Prakriti. So Sri Krishna is theoretically saying, if you want to become free from dukkha, remove mind from here, because material identity is cause of that dukkha. And if you want to have ananda, put your mind in the Atma, because that is where ananda is. He's saying it, this is what you should do, but it is impossible to do, because Prakriti is a part of, Man is a part of Prakriti, it will naturally go there. And Man is not Prakriti, part of consciousness, that is why it will never go here. So which means that even though this sadhana is given to you in Gita, it's impossible to do that sadhana theoretically, practically. Theoretically he's saying that, practically it is impossible. You can never remove your mind from Prakriti, you can never put your mind on Krishna.
So what then?
1 second, that is why, that is why Arjuna is saying, he understands this, but in practice he realizes that it is impossible. So he says, Chanchalam mana Krishna, Parmati Balavadrulam Tasyam Nigra Manye Vayoriva Sudushkaram. I don't think it is possible, Krishna, because mind is always chanchal, it is already going there. Now, which Arjuna is saying that? Arjuna, when his guru asked him, what are you looking on the tree? He said that I am looking at the eye of the bird. I'm not looking at the tree or surroundings or trunks or the bird also, only eye of the bird. And Arjuna, he looked into the water and fish was above, he was not even looking there. He looked into the fish and hit it like this. Right? And that Arjuna, he was
Just
in...
moment, please.
Huh?
Just, kad je bila Svayamvara ceremonija od Draupada. Ja. To ceo vrijeme. In on hoće povedati da Arjuna koji ima tak moćan da se ufiksira samo na jednu stvar, on pravi Krishna is impossible. Za Arjuna je to impossible. Kaj Arjuna? Okay, now we continue.
One more quality of Arjuna is that, in the olden days, Arjuna was the son of Indradev. So very powerful kings, if they have to fight with the demons, they used to call, take the help of the kings who are very powerful, spiritually very powerful, to the Indraloka, and they used to fight the demons. So once Arjuna went to Swarga, and when he went to Swarga, so Indra said that, let me entertain. For example, if I come to Govinda's place one day, he will make all special kinds of dishes which he knows for my sake, to give pleasure. Similarly, Indradev said, let us give some pleasure to Arjuna. So the most beautiful dancer, Arjuna is a dancer, and he knows Natya Shastra. You know, no? In Ajnatavasa, for 1 year, he was teaching dance in a female body. From Mahabharata, you know this story. So he knows dance, basically. He knows Natya Shastra. So then Indradev arranged the dance performance of the most beautiful and the greatest dancer in the whole universe, Urvashi. And Arjuna kept on staring at her like this. Then Indra said, he got attracted to her. Then that night he sent Urvashi to Arjuna's place. Then she came in a semi-nude form, in order to provoke him sexually. And the moment he saw that, he put his shawl on her. Mataji, why are you appearing to me like this? So then Urvashi said, Mataji, for 2 hours you are staring me like this when I was dancing. I thought you got attracted to me. No, Mataji, I did not get attracted to you. In our earth, when we studied Nashtra Shastra, we know only few step movements like this, 100 or 200, 300. But you are doing so many different kinds of dance steps. So I was trying to understand what steps are you doing. I was enamored by your dance, not by you, Mataji. Means the greatest beauty is in front of him, and who came to seduce him. She is saying, no, Mataji, you are my mother. Indra is my father. I cannot see you any other way. And such an Arjuna is saying, to control mind is very difficult. You can imagine what is the condition. Why we cannot chant and why. Then when he is saying, Krishna is also not saying, hey, you fool, what are you saying? I trained you so much. You saw the bird's eye, or you did so much of tapasya for Lord Shiva to get the Pashupatastra. Why are you saying? He did not say. He said, Asamshayam Mahabhavu. Obviously, yes, absolutely true. Then he says, Mayeva mana adhasva maya buddhim nivesaya nivasisyasi mayeva ata urdhvam na sanshayah. I was telling you all these things because you are inquiring me like a jnani. So theoretically, I was explaining. Since chili is very hot, if you don't want hotness, give up chili. And since if you want sweetness, take rasgulla. So in that sense, I was taking, if you don't want midri, give up attachment for this. Remove your mind from that. And if you want ananda, fix yourself on me. I was saying like that theoretically, but for mind it is impossible. That is why your man and buddhi, which are material, give them to me. This is where the concept of surrender comes. You should understand why you should surrender and what is surrender. Now you are clear that why you should surrender. That if you stay in the body and you use your mind to do sadhana, you will never be able to do that. Sadhana means removing your mind here, putting it there. Neither you can remove because mind belongs there. Neither you cannot put it here because mind doesn't belong there. You got this logic clearly? Because you cannot do sadhana, which means that you will eternally suffer in misery. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam, this material world. And you will never get ananda in your life. If you are on your own. If somebody your guru gives you diksha, go back to your Slovenia and keep chanting. And you keep chanting, nothing will happen to you. Neither your attachment will go away, nor misery will go away, nor will suffocation will go away. You will push to a dead end. And because you are sacrificing your material desires, you are getting frustrated according to Freudian theory. And that come out in a more evil manner, which is the logic why there are more sinful activities in the temples than outside world. In outside world, you will not see anybody molesting all the disciples. So many people using their power and plundering the money and all that, you will not see. In ashramas, you will see all these things happening because they are going against the nature. They are not reconstituting themselves as Atma and they are not relishing love. They are remaining as the body. And then they are repressing all their desires, kama krodha. Now what will happen to those repressed desires? They'll come out with much more force. Freud says if you repress your desire, if you don't fulfill them, it comes out in a much more dangerous way. So all ashramas are collapsing like that. They're doing 1,000 times. You cannot imagine the kind of sinful activities the gurus or the GBC or all these people do. You cannot expect in the outside world. This is the reason. Because mind can never do sadhana. It can never do antakarana shuddhi. It can only take more vasanas, but it can never give up vasanas. And if you try to give up vasanas, it will cause you repression. And one fine day you will pounce on somebody. Clear?
Logically.
So that is why the concept of samarpana comes. And what is samarpana? Because your mind and buddhi is material and mind and buddhi With buddhi, you understand, and with mind, you desire to do things. You do desire, and then with body, you do the activity. So he's saying, Mayeva mana dasva mayi buddhi. Give them to me. And I will take care of it. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. Right? I will give you the strength to carry on that. So what you have to do is that you have to take the shelter of a Rasik Guru, surrender to him, and then make Ruchi as his Ruchi, give his Buddhi intelligence, means exactly the way he is teaching you Shastra. You see how I am asking Govinda again and again these questions, and to check whether he's saying it the same way I am saying or he's saying differently. Right? Every word that he says, I will tell you how it happens in spiritual process. Now we are having general discussion now. So first of all, when the Guru gives you Tattvagana, the Guru explains Vastu with his yuktis, logics. For everything that I am establishing now, if you see that I am giving some logic also, why you cannot do Antakarana Shuddhi, why you cannot do sadhana on your own. So you should do first Shravana when you go to a Guru. Shravana means Guruji is explaining the Tattva, Vastu, with yuktis. He is explaining every concept with logic. Huh?
Yes.
Logic. Huh? And grasp not just the Vastu. Otherwise, what happens is that you will, in the beginning, when I answered what is Rasa, passion, relationship, all these things you are saying, no? There is no yukti in it. You're just saying whatever you heard or read in books. But there is no yukti there. Right? Rasyate aswadate. As means aswadana. That which you relish. What you relish is the prema. When you relish prema, automatically it gives you pleasure because prema is pleasurable. That is called as rasa. So in this way, you should understand the tattva with yuktis. A guru should be able to establish every tattva with yukti. Not just say prema is like this. Chant Hare Krishna, you will get everything. And pray with a deep heart. All the superficial things, neither he doesn't know, nor he will give any bodha to the disciples. Right? This is called as Shravana. Shravana means grasping the vastus with yukti, logic, the way Guruji is establishing. And the next stage comes is manana. Manana means that in his absence, when you're alone, keep on repeating, establishing in your mind the vastu with the yukti, till you will be able to say exactly the way the Guru is saying. This is called as manana. And if you have any doubts, next day go to the Guru, but don't ask any questions from here and there. Just ask based on the knowledge that he has given you previously. This is called as pariprashna. When you do pariprashna, based on the same knowledge, if you get any doubts, ask him, then he will further clarify you. Then again do chintana. Right? So then when you are clear, Guru tests you every day, if you are with your Guru. And then when you do chintana, and then you grasp them properly, that is when you get the tattvas clear, what is sadhana, what is rasa, what is atma, what is samarpana. If you understand all these things clear, this is when you will be able to put things into practice, which is called as nididhyasana. Nididhyasana means the sadhana that you do to understand those things. Right? But then we have understood that because the vastu is spiritual, Atma, Paramatma, and all these things are not in your experience. Prema is not in your experience. Samarpana is not in your experience. It's impossible for you to give your mind to anybody. It's impossible to give your taste to anybody. Make somebody else taste as your taste. It is impossible to give up your ego also. Because your ahankara tattva is made up of prakriti. It will have only material identity. How is it possible for the ahankara to give the material identity? Because it's a part of material identity. All right. So now you come to the point of, we are discussing spiritual path. You go to a guru, you surrender to a guru, you make a nishchaya. Guru does three things. What does Guru do? Guru gives bodha of the knowledge to you. You are just hearing, listening to them, but it's not going and sinking into your heart, because these terms are spiritual terms and they are based in the spiritual realm. They will not go and sink into your heart, which is material. It is the Guru who gives you this knowledge. When you surrender to him, it is he. Dadami Buddhi Yogantam means that it is he who already realized this tattva. He will enter through these words into you and make it into bodha. I'll give you an example, you will understand. The wooden stick is there, or an iron rod. It cannot burn anything. But if you put the iron rod in fire, or a wood in the fire, then you can fire it and burn other things also. It acquired the qualities of the fire. So when you are connected with the Guru, all the Divya Jnana which he has, it gets transferred into you. If you get, that is what is called yoga. This is the significance of yoga. Yoga means to become yukta, to become connected. Or it also means the sadhana that you do to get connected. So to start spirituality, to start even to move 1 inch, what you have to do is that you have to be connected to it, so that everything, all this knowledge flows from him to you. It should be like this. Even if it is a little gap is there, right? Maya needs only this much gap. It will enter. Bhayam dvitiya abhiniveshada syad. Govinda,
Ishara Petasya.
say, they will be encouraged if you say all these things. You have learned properly.
Vitiyam abhiniveshatasya. Ishara Petasya viparyo asmriti. Tad mayatam buddhidapajetam bhaktaika yesha guru devatam.
Tell me, what is the topic I am trying to explain? Explain.
So the Ishara Petasya. So when I am disconnecting myself with Ishvara.
Even 1 inch, even this much.
Yeah, then Maya enters in, and Maya covers me on 2 ways.
Maya has, first say like this. Maya has 2 Shaktis.
Yes, Maya has 2 Shaktis, Avaranatmika Shakti and Vikshepatmika Shakti.
What does Avaranatmika Shakti does?
So by this Shakti, Maya covers my identity as an
Covers
Atma.
my identity means?
Make me to forget that I am Atma, that I am part of Paramatma.
Very good. This clearly you should say. Next, what is the next Shakti?
Vikshepatmika Shakti gives me another identity. I am the body, I am the whatever else in this world.
So the moment so what is the result? When you forget that you are Atma, and when you get the identity that I am the body, what happens?
I become rooted in a second entity, which is the body.
Then?
And then
Mind comes in.
First I become rooted in the identity of ego, that I am the body.
In Ahankara.
Ahankara. Then go to Buddhi Tattva, this worldly place where I can find happiness and love. I become rooted in this identity of Buddhi and this ideology of Buddhi. And then goes to the Mano Tattva, I start producing desires and let me enjoy this world.
Then?
And then I become bound by the Ahankara, Buddhi, Man, and the activity what I do and the results of the activity that I do.
What happens? What happens as a result if you start seeking sense gratification? What happens?
I become attached to the activity itself, bound by them, and
looking for more.
So what happens? No, you're forgetting one thing. Till now you are correct. Come to the point of bhayam. What is this fear, misery? How bhayam means misery.
Fear of death comes. Bhayam. Fear of death comes.
One more thing. When you seek sense gratification, what are you doing?
I am doing papas. That means I'm creating breaking the law of material nature.
Very good. This is what I want to do. So when you seek sense pleasure with the material world, this material world has laws of nature, and you are breaking the laws of nature constantly. Each time you are engaging with material nature, it has laws. When the desires are produced, these desires are not seeing whether they are in favorable to the laws of nature or not favorable to laws of nature. For example, if I eat a burger or a pizza, out of my desire, I am not seeing whether my Jataragni digests it or not. I consume it because I like it. But my body doesn't digest it. So I'm going against the laws of nature. So every activity that you do for the fulfillment of your 5 sensual desires, you're breaking the laws of nature. So when you break the laws of nature, what happened?
When you broke, you are suffering on 3 ways. Suffering from on the level of mental level, physical level, environmental level, and also from other living entities.
Why are you experiencing 3 kinds of miseries?
Because you have 3 different relationships within this world. Relation with my body and mind, relation with the nature, and with other living entities.
Yes. Which means, so every activity I do, for example, I will give a gross example. If I'm smoking, when I'm smoking, I'm disturbing my lungs also. I'm disturbing the guy who's sitting next to me also, and I'm polluting the atmosphere also. So with each activity, because I'm connected to myself, others, and nature, I'm creating 3 kinds of disturbances, and as a result of the law of nature, I'm getting 3 kinds of miseries. So is that only thing that is happening, that I'm getting 3 kinds of miseries? What else is happening?
Now the story is not ending. Then you are actually losing the opportunity in which is with this human body to attain the Bhagavad Prapti. You are actually losing, and you're getting God knows what kind of form, 8,400,000 species.
Yeah. So 3 things are happening. One is that bhayam means that if I give a gap like this for 1 second, Maya enters. It has 2 Shaktis, Avaranatmika Shakti and Vikshepatmika Shakti. The Avaranatmika Shakti is immediately covering my knowledge of, which I had from the Guru at the time of Diksha, Atma, Dasa and Parikara. I forget. And Vikshepatmika Shakti means I again start thinking that I am the body. I am a woman, I am a man, I am a wife, I am a husband, I am a man, I am Slovenian. This identity comes. Immediately my mind starts producing desires. When the mind starts producing desires, I am engaging with nature to relish 5 sense objects, right? And then in the process, I am breaking laws of nature in 3 ways because I am connected to myself, other nature. As a result, I am getting 3 kinds of miseries. Stage 1. Second stage is that, okay, if I am getting misery from breaking the laws of nature, let me follow the laws of nature. But it's not going to happen, because once you relish something, burger or pizza or rasgulla, whatever it is, sex or whatever it is, once you relish it, you develop taste for it, which means you get bound to it. And you do it forcibly, as if somebody is holding you and go and eat pizza, go and eat sex, go and do sex. As if somebody is pushing you, you will do it. And this is what is bondage. And this is what Arjuna asked, if you remember. Athakena prayukto. Say it.
Atakena prayuktoyam papacharati purusham municha dati varshne balariva niyojita.
Bala means forcibly. So Arjuna asked, Krishna, I don't understand one thing. In spite of knowing that all these things are giving me so much miseries, and these miseries are coming to me because of papa, atakena prayukta. Now, who's forcing me? It's as if somebody is forcing me, I again go for that. Same thing. Right? This is because of bondage. Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajoguna, Samadboha, Mahashano, Mahapapma, Vidyena, Mihavairanam. So it's called bondage. So you are not only breaking the laws of nature and experiencing 3 kinds of miseries, but you are also getting bound to those same qualities, same things, which make you to go against the laws of nature. It's like an obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. Obsessive and compulsively, as if somebody is pushing I will go and do sex. As if somebody is pushing, I will go and consume all those things. In spite of knowing they are giving me misery. So this is bandhana. So misery, bandhana, and then not only that, because as Govinda said, because I have given up the opportunity, the only purpose of human form is to realize the God. The only purpose of a software developer like Brindaman or somebody else, whoever it is to do only software programming. He should not go to the music office and say that I'm very good at playing guitar, let me play guitar. I recruited you to develop programs. I did not, at home I can listen music. You should do that. If you don't do that, what happens? You'll be kicked out of the job. Similarly, because only the human form can know about the God and attain the God, become free from Maya and attain the God. Not even Devatas can do it, not even Rakshasas can do it, not even animals can do it. Only human form can do it. So the only purpose of human form is to realize God. Like the only purpose of a software engineer to develop software programming. And if you don't do it, you will be kicked out of this human form and you will travel 84 lakhs of species. And after Aneka Brahmakalpa, Upanishad says Aneka Brahmakalpa, one Brahmakalpa means 864 crore years. 864 crore means 8,640 million years is one day of Brahma. Many days of Brahma, again you will come to this human form. Can you see how dangerous this material condition is? That is called a bhayam. Bhayam dvitiya agnivesha. That is why what should you do? You take the shelter of a guru and don't leave the gap even for 1 second. Just be hooked to him like a bumblebee. Bumblebee is hooked to the lotus flower. Even sun is fading and it is closing, it will not see. It will be released there. Bumblebee, they say like that, no? Like that, be engrossed in the lotus feet of your guru. Every second, lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Always doing Artha Bhavana, always chanting the names, always remembering the glories. How it happens, it's a detailed study. I will tell you later. But at least we are trying to understand the fundamentals now. Not leave even for 1 second. So 16 rounds, reading this many shlokas of Bhagavad Gita every day, attending Mangalarti, this is not going to work. Every second. Tailadhara Vadavichinnam. Give your heart to Guru, and then whatever he is giving you knowledge, when you surrender, it will get converted into bodha. And the second thing is that if you want to do sadhana, you cannot do. Sadhana means removing your mind from here, putting it there. You cannot do it. Artha Bhavana, you cannot do it. That he can do. Because he already he has learned how to play the role with his guru. He can play any role. For example, an actor who's trained with Stanislavski, he learned the method acting. He learned what to be an actor, to play the role of an actor, to give up his identity as a Maunavrata, and to get the identity of actor. He did it. And you give him any role, he will be able to play. So Guru is a Siddha, and you give him the role of Sadhaka, he will be able to play it. You give him the role of a Gopi, he will be able to play it. Any role he can play. Because he learned acting from his Guru. And then so the Siddha becomes a Sadhaka for your sake. Even though he is relishing Krishna Prema, he will act like just the way you are. Just to teach you how to be a Sadhaka. And through example, he will act so perfectly that you start following. So when you get connected, what happens is that sadhana sampatti which is there in him, it flows into you. So what is the second thing that Guru is giving you? Sadhana. You cannot do sadhana. You cannot get bodha. You get all confused knowledge, which is of no use to you. So he got a bodha of the knowledge which is of use to you. You can put in, use means you can put that into practice. And then when you are connected with him, it is he who gives you sadhana also. And when you do sadhana, what is the prayojana of sadhana? Vrindavan, we are coming to your answer now. All this introduction was necessary for you to grasp that you can never do Antakarana Shuddhi. You are asking me if unless I do Antakarana Shuddhi, how I will get all these things. I am saying you will never do Antakarana Shuddhi. You will only keep on increasing the vasanas, increasing kama krodha. That is the only thing mind can do. It can never do Antakarana Shuddhi. It can never purify itself. So, Govinda, what is the purpose of sadhana? What is sadhana? Is it to get prema?
Sadhana is a cultivation of mamatva.
Yeah, but why do you do? What is the prayojana? Can you get through sadhana? Can you get prema?
No, sadhana is meant for Antakarana Shuddhi.
Very good. So use the technical terms. With sadhana, what you can attain?
With sadhana, you can attain kripa.
No.
Yeah.
Use the word related to sadhana. Sadhana you can get, for example, from rice, when you cook it, what you get?
You go cook rice.
You get rice.
Cook
From
rice.
mud, you get pot. So what is pot or the rice called?
Sadhya. Sadhya.
Very good. So from sadhana, you can get only sadhya. Sadhya means which is produced out of sadhana. Pot was not there, but pot was created out of murt, means mud. Sabji was not there. Sabji was created out of, what do you call that? Vegetable. Vegetables. Right? Which means that it is created. Something that is created can also be destroyed. When pot is created, you break it, it will be destroyed. Right? But why you cannot get prema with sadhana?
Because prema is divya vastu, it's not in your power, it is outside of you. It's you
Outside
don't have it.
of prakriti. Divya means outside of prakriti. So what is the another word for divya vastu? What is it? Is it sadhya or sadhana or?
It is prema.
No. What is the word which is connected to sadhya sadhana?
Kripa.
No. What is the word we use for something which is already existing? It is not produced out of something.
Nitya siddha. Siddha.
Very good. So siddha vastu. With sadhana, only sadhya can be attained. With sadhana, siddha vastu cannot be attained. Sadhyana means attaining something. You cannot attain something which is already existing. You cannot produce something which is already existing. It's a siddha vastu. Nitya siddha Krishna prema sadhya nahi hoy. Shravan adi shuddha chitte kare hruday hoy. Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, no, the siddha vastu means it is already a perfect entity. Prema is already a perfect entity. Atma is already a perfect entity. Dasa is already a perfect entity. Parkara is already a perfect entity. So you can never become that, produce that with sadhana. With sadhana you can attain sadhya, but not siddha vastu. Right? So what happens when you do sadhana? You said it already. Antakarana Shuddhi, cleansing of the heart. You have polluted yourself, you can clean it yourself. It happens with sadhana, but you cannot do sadhana. And when will sadhana happen? When you get connected to the Guru. Vrindavan, now you understand?
Yeah, but still,
you cannot cleanse your heart.
I know.
When you get connected with the Guru, you can only add more to it. Because the mind's nature is to be attracted to the Prakriti. And you engage with the Prakriti, automatically you will accumulate karma, you will accumulate vasanas, you will accumulate arishad varga kama krodha. 1 second. Right? So, when you surrender to your Guru and become one heart with him, make his ruchi as your ruchi, his buddhi as your buddhi, right? His man as your man. What happens is that every word that he's speaking will enter into you. Through that word, he will go into your heart, your Guru. And it will become a realization. Prema means this. Like this. You will grasp everything. You will understand. 1 second. Second thing is that the purpose of getting bodha is sadhana. So because you are connected and Guru can play any role, he is becoming an exemplary for you. So from him, sadhana also enters into you and you start developing a sadhaka deha. Vrindavan, this is a physical deha. You start developing a sadhaka deha. a body of a sadhaka in Sukshma Deha. And that sadhaka Deha will be able to do sadhana. Just as I gave you the example, remember? Iron rod or a wooden piece, if you put it in fire, it will also get the capacity to burn. So when you get connected to this, even though your mind is material, because it gets energized by Guruji's spiritual power, it will get bodha. It will be able to do sadhana. When it does sadhana, the purpose of sadhana is antakarana shuddhi. That is when cleansing of the heart takes place. But in the institution, they will teach all superficially. You have to purify your heart, become a pure like this. They don't teach you the process like this. When that antak, one second, when that antak, I will take his question. I'm finishing this point. Otherwise, this thought will not be completed. It is at when antakarana shuddhi takes place, as much antakarana shuddhi takes place, to that extent, Krishna will give you, the Guru will give you prema. So what does Guru do? Guru gives you bodha through lecture. Guru gives you sadhana. You cannot do sadhana on your own. And Guru gives you prema when you do sadhana out of, and have antakarana shuddhi. What Guru does? Bodha, sadhana and this prema. What Shishya should do? Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana. And all this process starts only you become one heart with him. It starts flowing from him. And because he is already established, there is no way you can move 1 inch from spirituality after that. Once Guru takes charge of you, you will not move 1 inch from sadhana. You will not stay 1 day sadhana, 1 day material. One day some morning sadhana, evening desire fulfillment. It will not happen like that. Now you can ask.
What happened with the regular life?
Huh?
What happened with the regular life?
Job.
Everything that you do, no? In Shastra, there is an example that is given, or saints also give an example. A wife is there, she is married to somebody, but then she is forcibly married to that person. She actually loves somebody, right? So she is doing everything. She is cooking for him nicely. She is arranging things nicely, because if she doesn't do like that, husband will doubt. So it will collapse. So she will do everything nicely, but inside in her mind, she is always thinking about her paramour.
So the life actually stays the same, but I do what I need to do for my Guru to stay connected.
You should
my life.
One second. You do it tadiyatvena. There is a word called tadiyatvena. Tadiyatvena means ideal. What is the ideal situation is that when you realize that I don't belong to this Prakriti, I belong to Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna has sent this Guru to me, and I have developed faith in him. He's explaining things so clearly, and he's also, giving me those experiences and all, both of all these things. So the ideal situation is to dump everything and go and stay with the Guru. And then every second, what you do is that, what is sadhana? If you ask what is sadhana, is that, what are you trying to cultivate in this path? Prema. Prema, pumartho mahan. Prema is the prayojana, panchama purushartha, Gauranga Maharaj said. But you don't have prema, right? But prema, if you see in Goloka, prema manifests in 2 forms. One is in the form of seva. When Sri Krishna was doing Ras Leela, all the gopis were doing Ras Leela with him and giving pleasure to him. Because he wants to do Ras Leela, so he is participating in and giving pleasure to him. This is called as seva. Yashoda Maya is cooking for Sri Krishna. And Gwal Bals are playing kabaddi and all these games with him. Everybody is doing seva. So wherever there is prema, the prema manifests externally as seva. Right? Now, when Sri Krishna was not visible, what they did? Gopis, they started singing Gopika Geet. Jayati tedhikam janmana vraja Shrayati indira Shashwadatrahi. They were glorifying Sri Krishna. You know, my Sri Krishna is so beautiful. He has peacock feather, he is blue in color, and he loves me so much. All this Gunanusandhana, it's called as. Kirtana means not Hare Krishna, not that is Kirtana. Krishna Kirtana means glorifying the gunas of Sri Krishna. Right? So internally, your mind is always, if you have love for somebody, it's always glorifying. You know, my son is so good, so obedient. He studies very well. He's a topper. Right? And he's going to be a very good engineer. Even though he was still in college, he in campus selections, he got admission. You know, he got job in a world's #2 multinational company. So you glorify like that wherever you have prema. Internally, you do gunanusandhana. Externally, you do seva. So seva and gunanusandhana, arthabhavana, which is called as arthabhavana, are the manifestations of love. Wherever you have love, it will manifest as seva externally, internally it manifests as arthabhavana. So now what Guru does is when he goes to you, when he says he gives you sadhana, means what? He gives you seva, right? Which is part of his seva for Thakurji, and you participate in that seva and you follow in the footsteps and you do this seva with an aim to please him. You don't think about your body, your pleasure anymore. You do every seva for his pleasure externally. Internally, he will teach you sadhana how to do artha bhavana. So when the seva is over, sit alone and do artha bhavana. This is the most ideal situation if you want to come into the path of spirituality. You got all of you clear this? But if you have families, you're already, hooked somewhere, fixated somewhere, you cannot do it, no? So what you do is that whatever you are doing, do it as a seva of Sri Krishna, seva of Gurudev. It's called Tadiyatvena. You see everything, your family as given by Sri Krishna to you for practicing role playing. So you do your husband's job very perfectly, roles perfectly, wife's role perfectly. Wife's duty is to serve her husband, always please her husband nicely. Husband duty is to always please and together get into bhajana when all daily chores are over. In the office, don't think that you're working for this boss. Think that you're working for the Guru and it's a training for. If you think you're working for the boss, whatever is necessary, that much you will do. Or you will try to skip. Or say that today I will not come to the office. I am so frustrated, I want to go to Bahama Islands, go to beach and have suntan. You will think like that. But if you see it as a Guru Seva, you will try to do everything perfectly. Why you do everything perfectly? Because if you master this Seva, your Antakarana Shuddhi takes place and Krishna will bless you with Guru Sangha, which is the ultimate thing. The first thing, if you have a chance, just surrender to Guru and go learn how to do sadhana and Seva from him. But if you cannot do it, then wherever you are, start seeing everything as Guru Seva and a training to go to the Guru. Like Stanislavski is training his actors so that one day they will go and do performances in Hamlet or one day they perform in movies. You learn, but you do all the roles which Stanislavski gave you so perfectly so that you can go and play them. Similarly, treat everything that you have as Guru Seva, play those roles perfect. Ultimately, what you are trying to practice with Guru is the role of a dasa, role of a parikara. So practice those roles at your place and do everything. Never be lazy. Do all those rules, perfectly. This is what Sri Krishna taught in role playing. You are a Kshatriya. You have to do your role. And then he taught about yajna. Yajna means sacrifice. So he's saying yajna karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. He's saying that if you don't do yajna and if you eat, it is becoming cause of bondage. Tadartham karma kaunteya yukta sangha samachana. So do yajna, he's saying. But in the another place saying do yoga. Another place is saying you play your role as a Kshatriya. So how are these three connected? Yajna, yoga and
Role.
Role playing. The purpose of any activity is to get connected to Sri Krishna. So anything becomes yoga if you do karma, jnana, sannyasa, dhyana. These four things are taught. Anything that they become yoga when you do it for Krishna. This is yoga. And to do that, you have to live your role. When you live your role as the role given to you by Sri Krishna, then through this role you are trying to get connected to Sri Krishna. So role playing becomes a yoga. 1 second. How does it become sacrifice? Yajna, which is sacrifice? Because when you live the role, you are having the desires of the role, not your desire. Right? Whatever role should do, you will do that. You won't do according to your own wishes. So the role is becoming a sacrifice as an altar in which you are sacrificing all your personal desires. If something is enrolled, you do it. If something is not enrolled, you will not do it. So for this, Krishna explained fourfold. Mataji, let me finish this so that they will get clearly. So every role has four elements. Yoga has four angas. Karma, jnana, sannyasa and dhyana. Everybody interpret as there are four kinds of paths. There are not four paths. Yoga is the only thing. These are four limbs of yoga. So what does yoga do? What is the first thing? That you have jnana. I am the role. I am not this body. I am dasa. I am not this. I am a husband. I am not this body. I am the software developer. You are a role. This is the jnana that should have. Then there is karma automatically. What is karma? Not doing any activity. Karma is the activity of the role. If you are a software developer, develop software. If you are a husband, then protect this family. See to it that the family has every facility. This is karma. And there is sannyasa involved in that. Whatever that does not belong to the role, you will not do it. This is called as sannyasa. And dhyana means whenever you move away from, because you identify yourself with the body, it becomes difficult for you to play the role because you have your body is producing desires. So whenever your mind moves away from the role, bring it back to the role. Moves away from the role, bring it back to the role. This is called dhyana. So if you have knowledge that I am the role, and if you do activity of the role, and if you reject every desire and activity which doesn't belong to the role, sannyasa, and whenever you deviate, if you bring it back to the role, then all these four becomes yoga finally, which means you become the role at that time. This is the purpose of role play. So role is also yoga, role is also yajna. All three are one. It is through role playing that you get attained, thinking that this role is given to me by Sri Krishna. And then when the time comes, Sri Krishna will organize your Guru Sahavasa. Means association of the Guru, which I think is the ideal. Clear? Till now everything is clear? One second, let me have some water.
Yes, one problem.
Water. Ramadan chai. Okay. Yeah.
If this is becoming too heavy or too fast, no? Govinda is studying with me since past 2-3 years, so he will explain to you leisurely. Don't worry.
Okay. So what if you decide to surrender the life that Krishna gives you totally to him? So it's not about, this is not my life. I decided I will surrender and do my seva through the life he decided to give me. Is that then surrendering, or this is just imaginary?
No, this life that he gave, whatever that life you have got, no, Krishna did not give it to you.
No?
No. Krishna, you belong to Krishna. He's your father. Ideally, he would want you to be in Goloka.
Okay.
But you got this because of your karma.
Okay.
As karma phala, you got it. Krishna did not give it to you. Krishna does not do anything in this world out of his own. Everything happens according to laws of nature. Whatever karma that you have accumulated, you became a dog, a cat, a rabbit, or a lizard, and then you became a human being. Somebody was born in India, somebody is born in a Vaishnava family, somebody is born in Slovenia, Russia, like that. Everything is happening according to the karma. You got this according to your karma. But where you should be in your constitution, you should be with Krishna. So that is why you give up this and then go into the path of spirituality by surrendering to a guru. So when you are sacrificing this life, you are not sacrificing the life that is given to you. You are sacrificing all this material existing. Realizing that I don't belong here. I got it out of my karma.
So can I use
has
it?
Underline this, Krishna has no agency in whatever you are doing. Okay.
So I cannot use this life in service to him, like as it is now. I must switch.
That is not, yes, you have to switch. That is an alternative. If you are already fixed, for example, in my case, I did my engineering. Then I was thinking that there is some problem in this material world. And I didn't want to be an engineer. I want to go into arts and philosophy. I liked it. My head was going for philosophy. My heart was going for music. So I was studying Western classical music. I was listening to Bon Jovi, rock music. And I was studying Karl Marx. I am born in a Sri Vaishnava family. All my relatives are pujaris and, either Acharyas. My name is Srinivasa Acharya. My father's name is Narasimha Acharya. So I should be doing that. But because I got the modern education, I was doing that. Right? But somehow Krishna took me to Vrindavan. First, he got me attracted to philosophy and arts. Philosophy is understanding. Arts is experience. So I wanted understanding and experience. So then Krishna slowly took me to Vrindavan and gave me Gauranga Maha's philosophy, where there is understanding also, experience also. Tattva also, Ras also. Then I immediately realized that this is what I'm looking for. Instantly I called my father and said, Father, you are very upset because even though I'm an engineer, I was a topper. Right from childhood, I was a National Merit Scholarship holder. I never paid fees for anything. I got scholarship from him. Right? So he was very happy that my son will go to America, will become a millionaire one day, like that. But I went to arts and philosophy. He was and I was the first engineer in my poor Vaishnava family. Vaishnavas are very poor in India earlier. They're only doing, if you do only puja, where will you get money from? You have to go to software, medicine, lawyer, law, like that. So he was so upset. My son is a gem and he slipped from my hand. He wants to become a lecturer or he wants to play music and carry on his life. Right? So then when I went to Vrindavan, immediately I called, it struck to me that this is what I'm looking for. My head is looking for Atma Jnana, my heart is looking for Atmanubhuti, Ras, which I am not getting here. So immediately I called my father, I wanted to do PhD on the psychoanalytical study of a dramatist here, but I'm going to do PhD on Bhakti Rasa. Then I did PhD. Then after that, I never looked back. I stayed here. So I got the great fortune. This is the most ideal thing. It's not that now this life is given to me. I am a son of somebody, so I should listen to my father's words and I should get married. He has given me some parts which needs opposite sex. Right? Krishna himself gave me those opposite, some parts for which need opposite sex. So that is why I have to go into that. No, that is not the case. All that I got because of my karma. So instantly overnight I changed. And I realized. So I told my father, I'm not going to come back. I'm going to stay in Vrindavan and study Shastra and then do sadhana. This is the ideal thing. But if you're already fixated somewhere because of your karma, it's impossible for you to come out from there. But you should try to look for the ways how I should close this chapter and get engrossed in seva and sadhana of my Gurudev. You should look for ways. If you're not sincere with yourself, who will?
No, yeah. True. But that means that eventually everything will going on in India, not here in Slovenia. Like if you surrender to your guru, for example, guru is from India, it means I need to be there then at the end
Yes.
of the and that's story.
Or if your visa or something doesn't permit, stay with him as long as it permits, study and do sadhana, come back, stay. Whatever it is, see to it that you spend maximum time with your guru. Because that is where you will try to, because what is your purpose? To make your guru's ruchi have your ruchi. For example, if you like some girl and you stay in New York and your girl stays in California, how will you know what is each other's taste? Right? Your purpose as a conscious human being to make her taste as your taste and please her by fulfilling her ruchi. There's a film called Die Hard. He's a cop. Bruce Willis is a cop who's staying in New York and she's working in California. So they, at the beginning of the film, they come to talk that neither you are coming to New York nor I am coming to California. So let's get divorced. This is what the movie starts. So if it is that like that, so how can you understand each other, make your ruchi as your ruchi, and how can you practice love?
But is it possible that guru comes to Slovenia for permanent because maybe he doesn't need permanent visa in this case?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, Guru can travel anywhere in the 14 worlds just to lift one disciple if he sees he's serious.
Okay.
Because he's there for the sake of disciple. It is the job given to by Sri Krishna to him. By picking up one from here, one from there, and then teaching him. Not spreading like a mass movement. In telephone also Diksha, through letter also Diksha, not like that. You know, there should be a genuine bondage between Guru and disciple.
Yes.
Disciple should have a genuine concern and Guru should have a genuine desire to uplift this person. I give you Diksha on telephone and say that chant 16 rounds. In 4 days you will fall down.
Yeah.
And then you say that I told you to chant, you are not chanting. How can I chant? My mind will never allow me to chant. It has to come from Guru. So you do the formula, fundamental formula is that if you surrender to Guru, your sadhana will start. If you accept the Guru, if Guru accepts you, prema will come. Simple. Prema is in the hands of Guru. He can give you only when he connects you. But you have to try to connect to him to begin the sadhana. If you don't connect to him, you will not be able to do sadhana. These three things which Guru can give you will not happen. Tattva Jnana, Bodha, and sadhana and prema.
So Guru is somebody who is having time and he decides at the end of the day who can be his disciple.
If the moment Guru looks at you, all your files will be open for him. So you cannot act in front of him. So he will never give you Diksha. A real Guru will never give you Diksha. I'll give you an example. For example, I want to get married, be connected to some woman. And that woman comes to me. And that woman, I know that this woman, after marriage, in India, dharmecha, arthecha, kamecha, nati charane. In dharma and artha and kama, they will rotate and then make a promise. From now onwards, I will do dharma, artha and kama only with you. Both are promising in the Agni. But if I know that even after marriage, she is going to go to her old boyfriends, will I marry her? What is the use of marriage? If I need only sex from her, then I will marry her. But if I want to follow dharma, artha and kama, will I marry her? Because I know that she is going to have karma with everybody, not just me. So when the Guru knows that this fellow is coming for Diksha, even after taking Diksha, he is again going to go into the Maya. What is the use of giving Diksha?
No use. Ritual.
This is why millions of people who are taking Diksha are failing.
Yeah. It's
And Gurus are giving Diksha only to spread their movement all over the world. They are not interested in disciples. Even if you have 2-4 disciples who are Phaka, then Bhakti will survive. If you have million disciples in an institution, none of them are surrendered.
Yeah.
None of them don't even know what is the meaning of rasa.
mm,
What is the use of that movement? Every day you will hear news. Somebody fell from here, somebody fell from there, somebody became mad, somebody became eloped, somebody plundered. You will hear news like this every day. Kusang, instead of being engrossed in nama and cultivating, doing artha bhavana and cultivating rasa. You got the point. So real guru will never give you diksha.
it's not point about Diksha at all.
And in Raganuga Bhakti, you don't need any diksha.
Yeah.
I'll explain you why it is not diksha. You know, diksha is a Vedic thing. Veda means vidhi nishedatmako Veda. It has vidhi and nisheda. You know, you have to do marriage of somebody because if you don't do marriage, man will go to any number of women, women will go to any number of men. And there will be chaos in city, Varna Sankara. So marriage is organized to systematic, to regulate the system, to civilize this thing, so that the boy will have a proper father and he will have a proper identity. If the boy doesn't even know who is my father, what identity he will have? Right?
Yes, right.
So marriage is a diksha which is created in order to bind two people who otherwise will go haywire.
Because of the mind and the body.
Because of disciplining.
Yeah.
But Raganuga Bhakti is not like that. Raganuga Bhakti, it follows the Ruchi. Raga means Ruchi, following the Ruchi, taste. Right? So all Guru sees is that whether this disciple is trying to make my Ruchi with his Ruchi or not. That is what is required. And Guru can wink at you and give you prema, touch you like this and give you prema. Lord Narayana touched Shankha to Dhruva. Immediately he started doing stotra. Sri Krishna took a glance that gave a sidelong glance at Gopi. Immediately she fell in love. Alright? If you see two new lovers, no, they meet in some mall or in some park like that. So a boy is doing his work and he sees a girl staring at him like that. And then he again sees that she's again staring at him. Then he will understand that she wants to relate it to me. And if he also wants, what he will do, he will also again look at her like this to make her. What Diksha did they do? What sadhana did they do? Did they chant each other's name for 16 rounds? They instantly fell in love just by looks like this. Right?
Right.
And you may stay in marriage for 1,000 years, you may not fall in love. But if it's coming from the heart, just by a glance, you can get it. So why the Raganuga is totally a different game. The whole Raganuga Bhakti constitutes of making his Ruchi as my Ruchi and seeking pleasure in Seva. And how to do that is what is this Rasopasana course which I am teaching. I have cultivated that. Because I saw all these people, I am a PhD in Ratha Shastra and I studied psychology, Freud, Karl Marx and all those things. So I know psychology. So seeing the pathetic condition of the people who are, since 30, 40 years, but have no taste for anything, no sattvika vikara, and full doubts, doesn't even understand basic things like what is antakarana shuddhi, what is rasa like that. So for that I decide this courses, 4 courses in Rasopasana, in which Govinda and somebody else is getting trained. So it goes systematically, understanding each concept clearly, and then putting that into practice.
Good. One.
Anybody has question?
Antakarana šudi, antakarana je subtilno telo, sestavljeno iz uma, intelekta, ega in čite. In nekje v šastri rečejo, da je to vse nekje pa rečejo različno, ker vsak ima različno funkcijo. In antakarana, to je naš subtilni organ, intelekt, ego, subtilno telo in sadhana je,
Da ti da v bistvu znanje v to subtilno telo, ki te
sadhana je pročiščenje tega uma, intelekta in ko so razblinjeni, takrat je naš kozarec srca čist in takrat guru da preden. Pa ko je noter umazanija, moramo to spucati. In ta antakarana sudi je ta posoda, ki je sačinjena uma, intelekta, ega in čite. In ko mi spucamo to posodo, ko jo razloži guru kripa, potem je to prazno in takrat guru lahko da premo noter. Dokler je to umazano, nima kje, nima prostora za da.
Ampak sadhana je od guruja, ne? Ni, da si ga najprej nekaj delaš.
Ja.
To je
Ne,
tista
on
razlika
je
od tega.
On da 3 stvari. Sadhana, se pravi tatvagyan, sadhana in prem. 3 stvari. A si hodila še nekaj pa? Can you please just clarify this concept of Vaidhi and Raganuga? Because people are thinking that by doing Vaidhi, I will attain Raganuga. Please clarify that it is very clear and understand that this is 2 different things.
You know, in Vaidhi, as I told you, is like a marriage which is performed for 2 people who have a natural tendency to deviate. If marriage is not performed, this man can sleep with any woman. This woman can also sleep with any woman. So their natural tendency is to go anywhere because the mind, as I told you, is seeking sense pleasure through 5 senses. When husband and wife get married, don't they eat every day new kinds of dishes? Do they eat only one thing? They eat everything. Okay. With their eyes, don't they want to watch different things? I'm not talking about devotees, different people. Right? They want to see different things with this. Different things with this also. Eat different. They want to listen one day Bon Jovi, one day Tchaikovsky, right? And one day they want to different kinds of music they want to listen to, right? And but with skin, you are asking to taste only one thing. So it's like you have 5 children. For 4 children, you are giving anything that you want to give, right? But for the 5th child, every day you are giving dal. So what will this 5th child do? Either he will steal it, or he will he give one shot and grab it. Right? So in Vaidhi it happens like that. Your natural tendency, the nature of Atma is prema, whose nature is to take pleasure in the pleasure of the other person. It's a very natural thing, which means that prema by nature is a natural thing, natural tendency in you to have pleasure in the other person. For that, you don't have to teach him. You don't have to teach Yashoda Maya to chant so many rounds or listen Bhagavata every day to serve Krishna. She has a natural thing for it. Gopi has a natural thing for it. It's a natural for Atma, which means that prema is natural. It's natural. By nature, it is ragatmika. Right? Raga is the nature of the spiritual entity. Now, the question of asking somebody to do comes when he doesn't have it. And that happens when you identify yourself with the body. But the problem is when you identify yourself with the body, your very nature is to have many things. You have relished Maya. So you are forcing, because he is uncontrollable, you are through Vaidhi Bhakti, you are forcing him to do something. And that becomes a kind of a repressive mechanism. Like that fifth child I told you, no? For fourth child, you are giving everything. Fifth child, you are giving only dal. So he will rebel. So your mind will rebel once in a while. Or your mind will, what will you do to it? It will have sense pleasure secretly, steal. Either that child will steal or beat and take it, rebel and take it. So this is what happens in this thing. And this is why we are falling down from Kruta Yuga, where there is dharma is 100%, to Treta Yuga, where it is 75%, to Drapa Yuga, 50%. Why is it falling down taking place? It is because of that Vaidhi. It's not practiced out of nature like that. So you gradually, it happens like that. This will not give you. It has to be right from the beginning. Prema, the cultivation of prema has to be raganu. And for that, now who gives you Vaidhi Bhakti? Because the Guru himself, he doesn't know what is Raganuga Bhakti, he will automatically give you Vaidhi. Because he doesn't know how to take you onto the path of Raganuga.
And there is no talk about Raganuga actually.
Yeah. Yes. Because no Guru knows what is Raganuga, because he doesn't himself have a natural craving for Sri Krishna's pleasure or Guru's pleasure. Now, because he doesn't know it, he will also give you Bhakti. Do this, do this, do this, do this. It will not directly lead, it will not automatically lead to that. But there is one positive thing in that. If you are doing Vaidhi very sincerely and you find yourself falling down again and again, like Govinda. Govinda was doing Vaidhi very perfectly. You see, if you see his deity worship, he is a master in that. For 2 hours, he will do everything neatly. But then again and again, he was getting frustrated that I'm dead and I'm not going anywhere. At that time, if he is very sincere, what he will do? He will pray to Kishoriji. He will pray to Thakurji. I am here in such 30 years, I am not able to do anything. So please guide me, give me the right path. When he craved, immediately within few months, he got in touch with me. So why he will help you in that way?
No, in 2 months, 2 days, man.
In 2 days he got. Somebody was there who was staying with me. Some sadhak was staying with me. She went to Vrindavan and she was talking to me. She asked him that, would you like to talk to Srinivasa? He immediately jumped because he was inside looking for a path and he just wanted to know what am I doing. And he heard me. Then I started speaking about Rasopasana. He was blown away. My goodness, 15 years of absence has made you like this. I want it. He immediately jumped, and after a lot of discussion whether I should give up these, after a lot of chintana, then he. So it happens like that. Why they will never take you to Raganuga? One thing, and a Raganuga devotee, the Guru will never give you Vaidhi. Why will he give you Bhakti? Because he can straight away give you Raganuga Bhakti. And somebody gives you Vaidhi only when he doesn't have. And third thing, one second. And Vaidhi by nature is done by somebody who is identifying himself with the body. Because he's identifying himself with the body, when you put pressure on that, you don't fulfill and forcibly do, it will rebel one day or the other and you will fall down. But the final statement I'm repeating again to you, that when you are falling down, if you are craving it sincerely, you pray to the Lord. Oh my Lord, why this is not working for me? Is my path wrong? Am I wrong? My Guru wrong? What is wrong with me? Please show me the way. If you beg, then instantly he will show you. Immediately he will show you a teacher who will take you on the path of Raganuga. It's not useless, absolutely. But one among the many who are really craving may go to a Raganuga teacher. But to get a Raganuga teacher is compulsory to go into the path of Raganuga.
You said it's compulsory. It's compulsive.
Nuino.
Nuino. Okay, Nuino. Okay. Thank you. What if you are perfectly situated? You have everything. You don't even need to take care of the money. You got the karma path brought you to the life that it's perfect, let's say. You are also humble, you don't need a lot. But on the other side, you feel that this material world is completely boring for years, for decades already. But still you don't have so much taste for spiritual path, like, I don't know why. But you are bored with material world completely. You realize it's stupid, you could say, actually, in one manner, and I say. But on the other side, you don't have this capacity, you know, to have to become inspired with it. Not enough to pull you, you know, like in life, in material life, you have a periods of life when you get really pulled by material energy and you do something and you are really satisfied. Why this doesn't happen in spiritual path?
It doesn't happen because of the bondage that you have for the material world. You can, for example, when I was doing my engineering, I realized that there is nothing but money in engineering. It's all a useless thing. The whole India is craving, family is craving to be an engineer, but I was thinking it as a useless. I know that there is misery in this world, no religion, there is no love in this world, negative thing was there. But I have a craving to know what is truth.
Okay.
That is why when I went to Vrindavan, overnight I changed. I told them I don't want to come back again. Right? So this is not there with everybody. But then if they realize it intellectually, that there is nothing in the material world, if they realize it, but they still do not have Shraddha in this. Shraddha means Nishchaya. Then for that, Bhagavatam have one sloka. You know, Govinda, you know that sloka?
What did he say?
Let us say if you don't have Shraddha, you know that this material world is useless, right? There is only dukkha here, but you still do not have Shraddha, which is the beginning of bhakti, Adav Shraddha. What is the shloka in Bhagavata? We discussed only once, you may not remember it.
I remember. Just a moment. When you meet, what is the consequence of meeting saint?
Very good. Satam prasangat.
Satam prasanga mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kata tajoshana das vavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhakti anukramishyati.
Very good. So this is the shloka in Bhagavata for you. If you do not have Shraddha, I told you he is a guru. If you do not have Shraddha, is the first thing that you need. Instantly. You have faith and then you make, Shraddha means Nishchaya. You make a Nishchaya that I will go into this path. But if you do not have that Shraddha, then Bhagavatam says that at least if you believe that there is no happiness in the world, sincerely what you do is that go and have the association of a Sadguru. Sat means Satam prasangat mamavirya samvido bhavanti hutkarna rasayana katha. Means if you go to sadhu, a sadhu will always be talking about the ras of Krishna, the glories of Krishna. And if you keep hearing them, automatically you will take Shraddha, Rati and Bhakti. Bhakti means prema, Rati means bhava, and Shraddha, Adav Shraddha. So all these three stages which are there in the 9 steps, Shraddha, Ado Shraddha, Tato Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava and Bhakti, no? So among these things, these three are main. Shraddha, Bhava and... So he is saying that, this verse is saying that if you go to a sadhu, because he will speak only about me and only about ras, and he will only be relishing ras, he will have no taste for anything material. If you stay with him, stick to him, stay with him, even if you don't have Shraddha, very gradually, all these beautiful topics about ras will go into your ear and through to your heart. I told you, no? The head will grasp through ear, and then that whatever you grasp will get converted into prema there, mamatva there. So gradually you will develop Shraddha without your knowing. You will develop Shraddha also, you will develop Bhava also, you will develop prema also. So just go and fall in front of him.
But this sadhu will need a time for that, because what I'm looking here in Slovenia, advanced sadhus don't have time. You cannot speak to them like one-on-one, or maybe on some lectures you can put a hand up and ask one question and combine it into the topic of the lecture. Try to pull it out some nectar to realize something. What is your question? It's really hard, I think, but in my case.
It's not hard at all. Ultimately, what you have to believe is that, the whole game is not running from this side. The whole game is starting from there.
Okay.
Sri Krishna, who's playing Leela in the spiritual world and relishing unlimited rasa, Srila Rupa Goswami starts Bhakti Rasam Sindhu as Akhila Rasamrita Murti. He's relishing unlimited rasas there. And his one form inside as Paramatma, he's creating all these things and is always trying to pull you towards himself. If something is, you just understand one thing. If something is not happening to you, if Krishna is not showing you a proper guru or proper path or proper sangha, it means that from your side, you don't want the actual thing. You just want to carry on your life. If you want, just as I gave you the example of Govinda, he cried in front of the Lord. In 2 days, he got to hear about Rasopasana. If you have craving, there is no way Krishna will not show you way. If it is not happening, it only shows that Krishna is always willing to give you, but you are not taking. There is a verse. I think it is difficult for Govinda to remember, but we discussed. Govinda, Lord is trying to give you, but you are engaged somewhere else. There is a verse in Upanishad.
If you say first verse,
Dvasuparna.
Vasuparna Sayuja Sakaya.
Samanam.
I don't remember this one.
Okay, Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakaya Samanam Vriksham Parishasya Jate. Tayoranya Pippalam Swadvatti Anashnananyo Vichakashiti. There are two birds inside you. One bird is spreading his hands like this and looking at you like this. But the other bird is, instead of looking at him, is turning away and enjoying the fruit of a tree. There is a tree. There are two birds. This bird wants to embrace you, but this bird is engaged in eating the fruits. So even though he's engaged, he wants to give you prema, you are not even looking at him. How will you get prema? So the moment you turn like this, instantly he will embrace you.
Yes, thank you.
So you have to crave. It should come from you. Laulyam is the first step. You have to crave. I want you, Krishna. Then he will give you a guru who will have time for you. Not only he will have time for you, he will take time for you. Because Krishna has ordered him to take care of you.
Actually, it's happening what you are saying, but sometimes, me as a practicant, I just don't realize maybe some things are happening and I don't see them because, I don't see them, but they are happening. They are going on, and it's really hard sometimes to check what's going on with somebody, if this is like true or this is imaginary. This is the problem. So if I realize something, I don't know with whom I could check this. This is a true realization, or is just illusion, or misconcept, or then
No.
I would get contra argument at least, but you cannot get it, you know.
You know, all this drama, all this confusion will go on as long as you don't get a proper guru. Real Rasik said. Once you get, everything will vanish, I told you. Know.
Okay.
And he will get you, with Hari's Kripa, you will get Guru, with Guru's Kripa, you will get Hari. If you have Hari's Kripa only, then you will get Guru. Hari should know from within our heart that you really want him. Then he will send a Guru to you who will give you. But Hari will give his Kripa only if he realizes that you really want to. So all this confusion, all this chaos which is going on is only because you are choosing it. If you want really him, then he will pull you out of that chaos and then situate in front of somebody. After that, you will not have all this chaos. You will be engrossed in the relish of love. Plus, you will always be like this. You will be roaming around like a madman on the street.
What if by karma from previous life, because of offenses, at least my Jyotish card says like this, I will not get Guru on my path. At least not, I didn't get it so far. Because
No,
I have some really big offenses.
it's not like that. All these things are beyond astrology.
Oh, okay.
Astrology is talking about all these planets which belong to the material realm. Bhakti belongs to some other realm.
Okay.
So he can never say like that.
Okay.
It breaks all laws. Bhakti breaks all laws. Kripa breaks all laws.
It's beyond.
Yeah.
Transcendental.
Yeah. You just have a sincere craving. With that sincere craving, pray to Krishna. Pray to Radharani Kishoriji. Please show me a path so that I can come and attain your love and serve you. Then instantly, they are very merciful. They will do it instantly. All you have to show is that you are truthful. You are faithful and truthful.
What if your stand is, look, Krishna, I surrender, do with me whatever you want to do, I'm your tool. Is that good stand or?
No, that's not a good stand.
Okay.
You don't even know what is surrender. I have explained you so much what is surrender.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not, yes, that is not surrender. Surrender is to give up your ruchi, make Guru's ruchi as your ruchi. Give up your intelligence, make Guru's intelligence on your. Whatever he's teaching, you learn it the same way. Whatever he's doing, do it the same way. Whatever he says, do it the same way. Whatever Artha Bhavana is teaching, you do it the same way. Safest. You are on a kingly path. You can drive the fastest. Surrender is not that. This is all like the fake games we all play. Krishna, I surrender to you. Now it's up to you. The ball is in your court. It's not like that. You know, Guru Krishna's kripa. The only kripa that Krishna that he does to you is to give you a guru. And if you are not getting a guru, which means that Krishna is seeing that you are not sincere in your craving. You want that because material life is beating you, you want him. But also you want to take secret pleasures in the material world, which doesn't beat you. As long as it doesn't beat you, you want to take pleasures also.
So Atma is not ripen enough to get Guru. It needs some more reincarnations.
Even if you are the greatest sinner on earth, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
What matters is that it has nothing to do with your karma. What matters is your craving. I want Krishna Prema. I don't want anything else. Kishoreji, I want only you. I don't want anything else. Say and then ask, please show me the path. They will instantly show you. But if they are not showing you, it means that you are doing drama in front of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm not playing.
We always find excuses.
Yeah, very good.
But where this craving for prema comes from?
Satam prasanga. Satam prasanga. The associated person who have it. And you will get this bacteria.
But where is coming the craving from me? I want prema love from Krishna. sometimes I'm asking myself, why should I love Krishna? I cannot love it because this from karmic point of view, Prakriti, he gave me. This is really selfish. So maybe I'm too much into the mind, but how to get into the heart to love.
No, you cannot love him at this stage. But at least intellectually no? You have heard from your guru and you know that prema is my true nature.
Oh, okay.
Because you know prema is my true nature, obviously you want prema. Because
Yes.
kama krodha giving misery, obviously I don't want kama krodha. Coming out of that understanding, not from the heart. In your heart, you will only have raga dvesha now. After a lot of practice, when you surrender to Guru, then when Guru gives you prema, then you will get it. At this stage, you cannot have it a feeling with the heart. You cannot have it because your heart is filled with kama krodha. Nobody expects you. But at least intellectually you understand, no? Right? For example, when I went to Vrindavan, before going to Vrindavan, even though I was born in a Sri Vaishnava family, I never used to go to a temple. My father used to every Saturday go to Hanumanji's temple. And I used to sit in the car. My father used to say, come have darshan of Hanumanji. I used to say, my time will be wasted if I come there. I'm listening to Mozart. I want to become a musician. I don't want to waste my time. I was like that, never going into temple. But the moment when I went to Vrindavan, when I understood this philosophy, right? Intellectually, I understood where things are going wrong in the world. Why I am not satisfied in the world. Acha. Why am I suffering? I am suffering because when I try to fulfill my desires, I am going against the laws of nature. I am creating a threefold disturbance. I am suffering. Oh, then immediately I gave up. Not because I have no taste for it. I still have taste for it. But intellectually, I gave them. Then when I realized the love that I am seeking, which I am not getting from anybody, is in Paramatma. And when you constitute yourself as Atma, then only you can have prema from him. When I immediately said, okay, then I am Atma Dasa Parikara, I will not go back to any of these relationships, I will stay back in Vrindavan. This is a decision I made not because I have love for Krishna or not because I have Vairagya for Maya. Because intellectually I understood there is only dukkha here, I gave up. Not because I have Vairagya. I still have taste for that. And I came into bhakti not because I have Krishna prema, but because I understood theoretically that you can have ananda only if you have prema, and prema is with Krishna. Understanding, then I did sadhu sangha immediately. I got it instantly. Slowly. Shraddha, bhava. It goes like that. You don't crave for Krishna prema because you have something in it. You don't have it. Everybody understands that you don't have it. But when you understand it intellectually, theoretically, you should be sincere to yourself, no? When you know there is dukkha in here, why do you want to go there? When you know there is ananda there, why don't you want to go there? This is plain logic. That is called as Shraddha. You understand it intellectually and then you immediately give this up and immediately go there. This is the only thing that you have to do. And the whole Mahabharata war is about this only. As soon as you identify yourself as a role, an identity is created that I am Dasa of Sri Krishna, I am Atma. But the body already has an identity that I am the body. Then there is a clash going on between these two things. Atma and the identity which you identify as with the Atma and the identity you already have as body. This war is going on. And in this war, since eternity, this is winning and this is losing. And whole Bhagavad Gita is about teaching you how to win this war.
Kurukshetra, yes.
Kurukshetra. By reconstitute yourself from this to this and trying to do sadhana, when you fail, surrender to Guru. Automatically, he will give you the strength. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mama payantate. Then he give you the strength so that you can beat this. It's as simple as that.
Is it possible to have also realization that you are Atma, not with the Guru?
No. Nothing can happen without Guru, because Atma is Divya, as I told you, beyond Prakriti. And your mind is Prakriti. So you cannot experience anything which is beyond you. With your mind, you cannot realize something which is beyond you. Somebody has to give it to you. That is what is Kripa is. Mercy, have you heard Kripa, mercy?
Yeah.
What?
You can get it through a book.
What is the meaning of Kripa?
It's milost. Mercy.
Govinda, you don't tell.
That is Kripa.
What is? Tell me, what is Kripa? No, Govinda will not answer. You tell me. I want your Kripa, I want the mercy. People say, no, what is Kripa? Just say I ask you, what is Rasa? I'm asking you, what is Kripa?
Вот я спрашиваю, какая милость?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is mercy? Mercy to attain the state actually who I am in a relationship.
What is the meaning of Kripa?
I don't know.
What happens with Kripa, you don't know. Govinda, tell him what is Kripa.
Sure. So there are three ways to attain something. One is that I steal. One is that I make by my effort work to get it. And another one is to beg it, because I have no ability, I have no capacity, I cannot. So I can only what I can do is I beg for it. That means I cannot get it in any way by my own way. So therefore I pray. This can be only done on me by I have no any means to get it. So it's possible only by other one who is above me to give it to me.
Okay. Sestopati comes down upon you.
Kripa is something, a sadhya vastu, like a pot, can be made from with your own effort. But a siddha vastu like prema, you can never attain it. Right? You can pay $40 for something and get some goods. You have money. If you don't have money, what you do? You go and work, get the $40 and buy it. You can do that. But prema is something, divya, for which you cannot pay. One thing, you cannot pay for it. You cannot give anything to get prema. Second thing is that if you don't have it now, you don't have the capacity to get also something so that you can get prema, because it's a divya vastu, aprakrita. There is no value for that. So somebody has to give it to you. Prema is attained only when somebody gives it to you. And that giving it to you, that which you cannot attain on your own, and that you cannot develop capacity also to attain that. If somebody is giving you without seeing any qualification in you, that is called as Kripa.
Okay.
So you have to understand so clearly.
Yes, very clearly. Okay.
So now what you can do?
Come back.
Huh?
I can pray.
But actually then into picture comes the Guru, because he is the real test by which, when you surrender to him, you can get this Kripa. Directly you cannot see God, you cannot connect him. Therefore he sends the Guru, who is the ultimate test. If I surrender to him, that this Kripa will fall.
Смешано вprašanje.
Не, то мора iti, pa se hoče posloviti.
Ja, samo težko razumem, da pride do besede.
Yes.
Okay.
Prabhuji, we have to go because kids are waiting at home. So we just wanted to say thank you for our association, and maybe we'll see each other. I'm coming to Vrindavan next week for 12 days only. So you're in Vrindavan,
He is in
right?
Hyderabad.
No, I have my own ashram in South India.
Oh, okay. Then maybe we'll see each other on online sometime. So thank you. I would stay and talk some more, or listen more than talk. But we have kids; they're waiting for us at home.
But you got some clarity to today about some concepts.
Frankly, I would need to have more private darshan with you. You know, to discuss it, not just listen, but to discuss it.
Yeah, as I told you that this is a totally different kind of teaching. So to sync it will take some time.
Of course, I understand this.
And you can, whenever you have time, you can discuss with Govinda. He has already understood many of these concepts very nicely. As you can see how he's answering in between once in a while.
Yeah, I can see he's learning a lot from you.
It will take at least 3-4 years for him to become a master. Unfortunately, he's not able to come and spend. But if he spent at least 6 months a year for next 3 years, then I can make him a master. He will know whole Rasa Shastra. I can make him. He has that craving and that sincerity and humility. He has these qualities required for moving this path. But because of his conditions, he's not able to give much time.
I understand. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Час.
Он же кричит.
I'm really thankful that you answered me a lot of questions. I'm also recording everything, so I will re-listen several times. I found out YouTube videos also.
I will put it in YouTube.
You will also put it on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning it will come in YouTube.
Okay.
And you can subscribe to my channel and listen to it.
I will, and also all other videos before that. It's really funny because my idea, at least for the word of realization already, I figure out that community use this word realization. But to me, realization meant like something from the Shastra I see in my daily life, and it confirms what Shastra said. And then if you use it continuously, that's realization. And then I start to, I don't know, mostly I would say Paramatma leads me, like this voice in my heart leads me through the path that I get to this point today.
Yes.
And that's how I see somehow like this Krishna hands, you know, completely different way, not the regular way. Like, I don't know, I've been to this community, to that community, I hang around. I was not, let's say, satisfied, you know, all those rules, and but I was craving for more, or this direct experience, you know, of Shastra in my life, not just theory. I read this, Prabhupada said that, you know. For me, this was lack, you know. I want to understand Shastra like in regular logic 21st century life, you know. And at least that's what I see you are doing in one principle. I guess, I don't know, you were talking all the time about gurus, like in plural. But to me, at least this session is completely esoteric, out of the chart, going on event, you know. Because like, I don't know, you have like diamonds, but you are not among those diamonds. You are something else. Something, I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating now, that you are maybe something more. I cannot conclude this. But as you are saying, I see this difference of approach and delivering the message of Bhagavad Gita and Shastras and Vedic knowledge on completely different level. And this is quite like promising, like, you know, where to go on. Like, you see, at least now you have another point in the path. You know, you were looking, searching, and as you said, this Vaidi, a lot of happened, and I don't know. Sometimes I start to think about not to offense anybody, but you know, DJs are traveling all the time around the world and playing music a few hours for many people, and they are going all around, and you cannot approach to the DJ, you know, to talk about something, how he is playing. And in these communities, I soon figure out that it's similar, you know, these spiritual communities, and it's really hard to progress by your own way, you know. Then you have books, you have videos, and you try to progress.
No, it will not happen. You have to have somebody who can, you know, hold your hand, take you there like that.
Okay.
Your search should stop at some point. After that, there will be no looking back here and there. You should get a proper person one day,
Yeah, to get bondage.
hold his hand, and he will lead you. And from there, you will start getting all the realizations. That should happen someday.
Okay.
Neither it is going to happen when you go look, get 1 point from here, 1 point from there, nor it is going to happen if you try to read books on your own. It has to, a Divya Vastu has to be given by somebody, which is what we discuss. No, Kripa means somebody is giving you, even if you don't have the capacity to purchase it, and even if you have the capacity, don't have the capacity to earn the capacity to purchase it. He's giving you just like that. That is Kripa. And you should have the association of somebody and then stay there, but don't move here and there.
But it has to be a live person, or you can have association through the book.
No, live person. He has to be a live person.
Can I have a technical question? I am aware that not that I am, that just am is here, you know. It's not being aware of surrounding, not being aware of what's going inside of me in my mind. It's not even filled with the five senses. So you are aware somehow that you exist. And it's not this awareness of intellect either. Is that awareness actually a chit part of the Svarupa of the soul?
Not soul. You have nothing of the soul now. It's all mind's play. Everything that is happening to you, it's all happening in the mind.
Okay.
And mind is always a cheater.
Yes, I know this.
So then everything that is happening to you is cheating only.
Okay.
The real thing comes when your guru passes on the real thing to you. Everything, na asato vidyate bhavo, na abhavo vidyate sataha. Bhagavad Gita says. Right? An asat vastu will not have bhava. Mind is asat vastu. It can never grasp the truth. Its experience will never be the truth. And na abhava vidyate sataha. For a sat vastu, there is no abhava. It will always be truthful. Right? With Atma, everything is truthful. With mind, everything is cheating. With Sadguru, everything is realization. With an Asadguru, everything is wandering here and there. This is very clearly said in Bhagavad Gita. Sad and Asad.
Does time exist? Because in my idea, time doesn't exist. Time is like...
No, this is an irrelevant question. It has got... You know, in whichever way you understand time, it is a function. The way you understand is functional. If you understand. If you say that, for example, time doesn't exist, but it's a reality that one day you have to leave the body. Now, what is important to you is not whether time exists or doesn't exist. What is important to you is that before I leave this body, I have to attain Krishna. Otherwise, I'll have to wait zillions of lifetimes before.
This was just like a topic trying to my mind explain me about the Sat component of the of the soul.
That's all,
So-
that's all irrelevant. What is irrelevant? You have to do sannyasa. It
Okay.
doesn't matter to me whether time exists or doesn't exist. All that matters to is that I want Krishna prema. It doesn't matter to me whether this world is real or not real, or it is made of energy, or it is a quantum leap, or all this not relevant to me.
I
For
understand.
me,
Because,
all that I relevant it is that I want Krishna prema.
yes,
You
yes.
have to be so focused on your path like this.
So this concept, Satchit Ananda, it's not really so important. It's more important to get prema,
Yeah.
Krishna prema. Okay. I'm without questions now. I'm like done. Vrindavan, you have something to say?
No, it was a long session today.
Yeah.
Like always, usually, it's isn't it like 2 hours plus. Yeah, beautiful. Even I have to, hear more times.
Yeah. Defragmenting is happening in our hard disks.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fine. I just got to the point.
Now we have to,
Yes. For example, one more thing. I figure myself, I don't know, myself, like that I don't feel myself anymore like a body and that I'm a mind. Is that just a mind game then?
Yes.
Okay.
It is our tendency to intellectualize things and,
Okay.
and develop some opinions about ourselves, develop some opinion about our experience. It's all mind game.
Because sometimes
You can never be, you can never be beyond mind till your mind dissolves.
Okay.
As long as your mind is there, you're always mind. You're only intellectualizing it. I am not the body. I don't experience the pain and all those things. It's not like that. Your experience of I am not the mind will happen only when the mind dissolves into the Prakriti. When Antakarana Shuddhi takes place, when all vasanas are removed from your heart through your Guru's strength, this Karana Sharira exists only because of the vasanas. When all vasanas are removed, then this Karana Sharira dissolves. It doesn't exist. When you don't have Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Macharya, Mada, Macharya, when Antakarana Shuddhi takes place completely, this mind has no basis to exist. It is characterized by Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Macharya. Karana Sharira is characterized by vasanas. So when you don't have vasanas, that dissolves. That is when you can say that I am not Karana Sharira. Not when you have vasanas. When you still can recognize a burger or a
I recognize my problems. Yeah.
like that, bank balance and money, you still recognize those things. You cannot say that I am beyond it. You're only playing a mind game with yourself to think that I am some elevated something like that. It's a game that it plays, always. It's part of that mada. But you are free from mind only when the mind dissolves. Don't have mind. When will you don't have mind? When you don't have Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Macharya, mind which is made of that will dissolve. When this dissolves, what exists is Atma. That is when you can say that I don't have. When you don't have them, you can say I don't have. When you have them, you cannot say that I may be staying in the mind, but I feel myself as beyond it. You cannot say like that. Right? If you are beyond mind, why is this mind existing? If you are detached from it, it doesn't exist. The very existence of the mind is because of consciousness. And if you identify yourself as consciousness and you detach with yourself with this, it's false. That is when you can say that I don't have mind. And you won't say that I don't have mind then, because you don't have mind. At that time, you're in Goloka. When you are when you get Atmanubhuti, when Krishna gives you, Gurudev gives you Parikara Deha, Siddha Deha, and that Siddhadeha exists there. So there the question of whether I have a mind or not doesn't come at all. It comes here. And when you are here, you have a mind. So how can you say I don't have a mind? Got it clearly.
No, I had idea because it's up to Prakriti. Anyway, I'm not mine, you know. It's not mine.
It is you are an intellectual understanding that I am not the mind. But in experience, you are the mind.
Yes, true. Still doing through the mind all the things. Yeah. Is this path then, if you become successful, what comes out of the life then? Is that then this just a sadhana? Like what's the daily routine looks like of sadhaka that it's coming to, let's say, to the end of this journey? But it's still in material world. How can this life look like?
Externally, you will be doing all the vyavahara that you have to do, but internally you will be totally blissful, like an intoxicated, like a madman.
Okay.
If somebody is scolding you, you are saying like this. If somebody is praying you, you are like this. Because you are not listening to what is praise and all that. You're not getting affected by them. They are coming, but they are not touching you. You are always relishing Krishna Prema. So you will be always like this. Whatever is happening in this world, you are doing whatever things, you will be always like this.
Okay. Great. Nice. Okay. Thank you for your time, and that I could like push what I hold for the last 4 years. You know,
You made him happy.
just to start from the scratch now again. Here we go again.
Yeah, this is what does it mean? That you have to dump all that ideas that you have about yourself now. Connect your buddhi to Guru's buddhi. Connect your mind to his mind. Whatever he says, say that. Whatever he wants to do that. Whatever pleases to him, like that, you have to become like that. Clean. Give up all these ideas that you have about yourself and what you feel like that. It's all mind game.
But these sevas for Guru, are those some honest things to do, or he might say, look, I don't know, some extreme cases, just sell your house, transfer all the money on my organization.
No, that's not needed.
Nah.
Because I have a very big mission to build, then I'll tell everybody sell their properties and give it to me. I want to make a worldwide movement. That's not what Guru does. Guru is interested in your progress, in your sadhana.
Okay, so this is like this type of relationship then.
Yeah.
And what are then the sevas for gurus? I don't know. What is the seva for guru?
It's a seva is an external manifestation of prema. Right? For example, if I'm offering a flower to Thakurji, that offering of flower to Thakurji is happening because I have prema for the Lord and I want to have the best flower which is there in my garden. Want to give it to him. The best food that I make, I want to give it to him. Everything that I have, I put it in the seva of Guru.
Mm-hmm.
So but at the beginning, in a very gross state, very clearly understand what is seva. Learn to answer like this. Seva is the manifestation of your prema, external manifestation of the prema. What is kirtan? Kirtan is the internal manifestation. Artha bhavana, which happens in your mind, is the internal manifestation of your love for him, externally. But you will not understand it now. I'm saying to you theoretically because you don't have experience of prema. So external manifestation of that mamatva, these are all too far away terms. What Rupa Goswami gave it to. So very simply is that you use your body, mind, and whatever you have, material possessions you have, for the sake of your family, material pleasures. No, start using them gradually for the sake of Guru. On your own. He will not force you that give all your wealth to me.
In mind, I use it in mind, and through, I don't know, I'm cooking and I have this set of mind, this dinner I'm preparing from Guru, I offer it to Krishna, and then I eat prasadam, and that's it.
Yes.
And this kind of seva is actually seva we are talking about for Guru,
Yes.
not like maybe Guru needs something and he calls me, do you have like that good flowers? Okay, I bring you flowers.
No.
No.
Not like that. It is like that voluntarily.
Aha.
In Raganuga Bhakti, he will never say, get me $10,000. I want to build a temple. It's not like that. He's trying to fulfill his ambition through you.
Okay.
What you have to do is that from your own side, you should, prema means from your own side, you should feel like offering everything that you have, your body. I want to do this seva with this body for seva for Guru. With mind, I want to think about the teachings of the Guru. With my wealth, I want to do things, offer this, whatever I can offer, I want to offer this by my Guru. Because what happens is that it's called Tan Mandhan. They use in kirtans like that. Mero Priyatama Kunja Bihari Tan Man Dhan Parvari Mero Priyatama Kunja Bihari Tan Man Dhan Parvari मेरो प्राण बनवारे विहरत नित कुंज बिहारी ओ मेरो प्रियतम कुंज बिहारी तन मन धन उन परवारी.
Welcome back.
Huh?
Welcome back to the material platform.
Yeah.
So if Guru doesn't know me, I can do this for Guru even if he doesn't know me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Say, because you see, this Kirtan is saying, my Priyatam is Kunj Bihari. And I offer my Tan, Dhan, and Man, my mind, my body, and my opulences, my money, whatever opulence, I offer to him.
Yes.
Now, why this kind of song is written? What you have to offer basically is your heart. But why is that like this? You will not understand what does it mean by offering heart at this stage.
Yeah.
So what you have is that in order to fulfill your desires or material attachments, you use you have three possessions. One is your mind. With the mind, you are planning things for yourself, for your family. How I to build up, how I can be safe. I have to have an AC. I need a brand new car. That car is old. You're always in the mind planning for yourself and your family, wherever you are attached. With this body, what you're doing, okay, all the planning that you're making with the mind, you are executing it. How are you executing it? With the money that you earn.
Yes.
Right? So these are the three things that a person who has attachment somebody uses for the fulfillment of this. And the more you use the mind and body and wealth for material fulfillment, the more you get bound. So what you say that when you're singing this song, what does it say? That you start offering your body, mind, and your wealth to Guru. Not because he needs those things to build the tallest temple in the world or spread his mission Actually, spreading mission is a kind of a nonsensical thing. You know,
Okay.
it's a very rare thing. Bhakti is sudurlabha. Very
Yeah, I know.
rarely people want bhakti and surrender, you know.
Mhm.
And if you're spreading like this, for whom will you be available?
That's for nobody.
For nobody, no? So
Yes.
only the Lord who sends that sincere person to you, you should be available for him to take him to Sri Krishna. So start offering these three things. Start thinking about your Guru sadhana. Just as you plan for yourself, start planning for Guru.
Even if I don't know who is the Guru.
No. You have a.
Do it.
It happens to only with a Guru. If you have a Guru, how can it happen without a Guru?
Otherwise,
But you don't know him right now.
Where will you give? Where will you offer about whom will you think?
Then I
About
can
whom?
offer only to Krishna.
You cannot do that.
Even that I can. Then I'm misery.
Yeah.
Because
You,
I don't know Guru.
you cannot do that. You cannot do that because offering to Sri Krishna happens only when Guru gives you prema.
True, yes.
When
Linear.
Guru gives you prema, with that spark, prema that you have, then you start offering things to Krishna. Before that, you will not offering to Krishna. You may be staying in temple, but all that chappan bhog you will using for yourself, everyday Mahaprasadam that is made, and all that kirtan you will use for your entertainment. Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
like that. Everything you will do for yourself only. If Guru doesn't give prema to you, you cannot do that. I'm telling you, that it will start if you have a proper Guru in your life. It will never start without a proper Guru, without a Rasik Guru. And then when the Rasik Guru, when you develop faith, then the way you do it for yourself, use your tan, man, and dhan, mind, body, and wealth that you have. The way you plan it for yourself, plan same thing for your Guru. To the extent your mind feels, not to the extent he grabs you, because that is your progress. How much of mind you are able to offer, it's a natural thing which is coming from you. Rest is all a pressure on you. It will repel you. And one fine day you will realize that he has asked me so much, and all of a sudden I feel I am dumped. This is what Govinda feels, that I have offered so much of myself to institutions, and at the end I got nothing. They kicked me out, something like that, or I had to be out of it. It will happen like that. It has to come from whatever, but it has to be like that. Your tan man, then you should offering. It is the external thing that you have that you use for yourself. Because you use for yourself, it is becoming the cause of your bondage. To liberate from this bondage, those things which cause bondage to you, offer it to him. But this is external. What exactly you should be offering is your heart, nothing else.
Okay.
But because these things are binding you, you get rid of them by offering it to you.
Yeah. Switching from one object to another, which is spiritual object, actually.
It should happen from your own conscience. How much you understand spirituality, it happens. How much of you remove your mind from Prakriti, how much of you put it there, it depends upon what state you are now at this moment. Similarly, how much of tan man then you offer to Guru happens upon your state of consciousness. It has to happen voluntarily from your side.
So first I must happen that I will stumble upon a Guru that I would like his principle of delivering the knowledge and that thing, to become inspired by him, and then I get in contact with that person, and then this relationship start to enroll slowly. So in this my case, let's say, should I start to look on the market which Rasika gurus are bona fide, or how to approach? because I think it's not up on me. That will happen if I'm like ripping enough. Otherwise, it
If
won't
you crave,
happen.
if you crave and pray to
Uh-huh.
Kishoriji, it will happen.
Okay. At least I know now. Okay.
There are at least dozens of people told me that there is a Balaji temple nearby. So they have been moving from my ashram for 10 years, 15 years every day for material things. And one fine day when they were getting kicked by Maya, they prayed to the Lord that please show me a guru. And that is the exact day they felt like coming into my ashram. So many people told me. I'm not trying to talk about myself here. I'm only trying to talk about how the process works. Only
Yeah.
when they told Thakurji that please show me somebody. I'm suffering here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that is, they're moving from my ashram 10 years, 15 years like this. Never they felt like coming here because their whole mind was on going to Balaji, rotating, and then getting visas to America or money like that.
Yes. But
And when they said that they just wanted to come and see him.
this is really nice
It happens.
information, like really a cherry on the top of the cake, you know, to know that first you must have a taste or this.
Sincere, not taste. You don't have to have taste. You have a sincere desire.
Yes.
You will not have taste. You don't have taste now. You know the philosophy. When you know the philosophy, you have to be truthful to yourself. No.
Yes.
When you know this is all Maya, why do you want to stay there if you are truthful?
Yes.
When you know Prema is there, Ananda is there, why don't you want to go there? It is intellectual clarity. With that, you pray to Krishna. Krishna, I'm not able to move even. Please show me somebody who can hold my hand and take to you.
Yes,
when you pray, instantly he will show you.
This is what I want to explain. Maybe my English it's not so sophisticated. Vocabulary is really small. Okay. I think now we cover even another really important topic, and that's all from me. And Govind, I think you would like to say.
I think this was nice, but this couple, they also wanted to have they have many questions, but they want more to be in personal when like this. So next time when we come back from India, we will have with 3 of us because they are a little shy, so they want to be only with you, you know. But they like the many things, but they have some questions and they want to clarity, but in private.
Yeah. It's like that with somebody. Some people are like that.
Yeah. So I think this was nice.
Whenever you feel comfortable, they are comfortable, you can organize a private thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe. Maharaj, have a nice evening.
Okay. Sri Gurave. I will share this tomorrow, recording.
Yes.
Thank you.